In the depths of dream, a silent city beckoned. Behind its first forbidden gate, a dragon waited. In the mists of memory, a life was lived and lost. Buried in a pit of iron and rust, an old enemy was chained. By the blood of Wanderstave, she was freed.
That happens.
And across the fields of battle rides a specter of bloodshed, terror, and despair. Welcome to the final episode of Casters and Castles, Season 2, One Last Ride. My name is Joseph, also known as Tormented by Gnomes, and I'll be your Dungeon Master as we wrap up this campaign. A big thank you to all of our viewers and supporters out there, and a special thank you to our fantastic cast, starting with...
Sideshow. Hi, it's me.
It's Josh. It's going great.
I play Marcus Tiberius Wanderstave, the grandson of Tiberius Wanderstave, who started this whole adventure, disaster, chaotic web.
I didn't start it. Yeah.
Who started it then?
Whoever used my magic.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I was enjoying retirement in the D&D equivalent of Gibraltar. You know, I was a retired elderly man
Gibraltar?
in a Spanish colony that's owned by the British people.
Still?
It is, yeah. Gibraltar is owned by the UK, but it's
In this world?
Well, Gibraltar doesn't exist in this world, Josh. But what I'm saying is Mossrue is the equivalent. It's where the elderly go to retire. You know, it's a nice little seaside resort. And I was just living my life until the bloody trees attacked. And I used my magical energies, as so many people have, might I say, as well. You still haven't moved out.
No,
Wow.
What happened to your
turn. Wow.
Constantly.
What happened to your voice?
I don't know.
Let's regain some strength. It's great.
I'm young again. No, not anymore.
It's that last win.
And it's gone.
And it's gone, yes, but I'm Tiberius Wanderstave. Yeah, I'm going to
The
stop
rage is
talking.
real, though.
Yes, goodbye. Who are you?
Oh, I'm Faden Valensath. I'm your daughter, you bloody idiot.
Okay.
I hate him. And I'm a Tempest cleric who's along to keep these buggers alive. And apparently I am your half-sister and
Apparently.
his auntie. Hi.
Hi.
If you need love advice, you know, you can call me. Also, I'm Ashley Middlebrook. Nice to meet you all.
Yeah, hi. I'm Doa, otherwise known as Bendis Rambletoon, but now, as of last time, Bendis Wanderstave. That's right. I found out that I'm the son of the famous Tiberius Wanderstave, and as such, my mission to create the greatest epic ever put to verse has become even more important to me. I'm so excited that I get to be part of this quest. And I'm doing a great job, by the way. I'm definitely the best. Other people tried to do a great job, and I'm doing the best job.
How did I end up with such weird aunties and uncles?
I mean,
You
I get around.
just couldn't keep them.
My stave wanders.
it's in the name. It's kind of obvious.
Whose slogan is that? No, moving on.
It's kind of obvious. I don't know. Or it's in the name.
Yeah, no, that sounds like super familiar. Anyways,
Wanderstave.
Mika's unable to join us due to a loss in the family, so be sure to send her lots of support. We were super grateful to have her and Freya in our campaign. She's got a lot of cool adventures in her future, so be sure to follow and support her. We also hit a lot of subs while I was off on a tropical island somewhere getting fried flesh, not like anything else. We hit a lot of subs, so we owe you guys a class 40 roll on the table, a special custom level 50 sub Act of God, and then another 10 sub Act of God. And I'm actually going to give chat the chance.
And we're on 70 now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
snap.
It only goes up to 50. So once we get up to 50, it rolls back around.
Right.
We hit 50 again, the big one goes off again. So what I'm going to do, chat, is I'm going to set up a poll, and you can vote for to whom the Act of God applies. It's
Cool.
Wonderful.
It's customized for everybody.
Honestly, these have been pretty good before.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't been. I mean, I was throwing up for an entire session, but like aside from that, it wasn't that
Well,
bad.
mostly what you've got
I
were
got
rolls
temporary
on the
hit points
table.
once. That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a special one. This is not as random.
Is that scary or reassuring? I
But
don't
you
know.
know, in other
Scary.
campaigns, they've definitely brought like
All right, they
spectral, one-eyed former companions
That's true.
Go
down upon our
to-
heads.
They just
so-
upgraded the way to create a new poll, which
Yeah, the whole Twitch interface changed drastically like last week.
It did, yeah.
And I'm
Yep.
still like searching for options that I knew exactly where they were before.
Yeah. They redesigned everything into a new creator dashboard. They gave you the chance to preview it before, which I never did because I don't enjoy change.
changed bad.
We fear change.
It's not bad.
Shut up.
I quite enjoy it.
All right, Twitch apologist.
All right, you have 3 minutes to vote, starting if I pressed all the correct buttons. Oh, now.
Oh,
That's 10.
please don't
Pressure's
vote for
on
me.
chat.
All right. Meanwhile, in our last adventure, our heroes solved the mystery of the Wanderstave cipher with some help and opened it to find tea made of the poisonous Mordane flowers, which grow only in the black dragon bogs of Megaini, far, far to the northeast, where Tiberius had gone on one of his many, many adventures. It doesn't grow anywhere near these lands, so he secreted some in this cipher as a failsafe in case Dotain, his enemy, who he imprisoned in Dream long ago, should ever stir up any trouble. That's what it was supposed to do.
Turns out.
Yeah, they brewed the deadly tea and then inhaled the vapors, which transformed their minds into the depths of dream. And there, in the 5th kingdom of Anakra, they faced perils both real and imagined, and all of them emerged changed, perhaps forever. Phaeton lived an entire, happy, imagined life, only to have it torn away at the last second.
That was so brutal.
Yeah, that one was rough.
It's just been a trauma train for poor Phaeton. This
Phaeton
whole
started
time.
out so sweet and innocent.
Yep. What was
Yeah.
your husband's name?
I wrote it down, but it was pretty silly.
I really
Imaginary
don't
friend.
It
remember.
has faded.
He was a
Yeah.
seahorse.
It's faded.
Yeah. It's like
All
his
of
dream.
it
you know,
faded from my
seahorse.
memory. It's like a dream. It was so real though, but
Yeah.
it was like Korath the Ban or something.
That's actually fairly close.
Yeah.
Corvum, the seahorse.
Bendis.
Oh yeah, he was pregnant too.
He was pregnant. You were going to have
Yeah.
a family.
My pregnant seahorse husband.
But you were also riding seahorses into
It's also true.
Look,
That
it's,
could've been
it's a
your
very
husband's
symbiotic
relatives.
culture.
Yeah.
He was like only a half seahorse.
He was like a merman,
No,
I'm
I'm
seahorse,
sure there is a
seahorse.
community for this on the internet somewhere.
Yes, we are not the first people to discover this. There is art out there.
I have not Googled this, but I'm guessing that you can find more like-minded individuals.
Don't send me
Chat,
that fan art.
please do not share any of this with us. We do not want to know.
Yep.
All right, if I borked the poll,
You borked it.
did I? View results. Oh, there's still time on it.
Does not yet.
It
been
does still
show
say
up.
0. You should be able to see it up at the top. If you don't see it up at the top, we'll just ask Kurt to do it, and maybe it won't be awful. Yeah, that's not. Yep. Yeah, it didn't show up at all.
Okay.
We'll ask Curtis the wizard.
Well, start the whole thing over again.
Yep. All right. Well, that's fine.
Well,
Well, we'll see you next week, guys.
Exactly. Thanks for tuning in.
Back to level 1.
And the sun exploded.
And the sun explodes.
That's still possible.
it is, yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
You're traveling
Seahorse
with a
husband
wild
came
mage.
back only to die again.
Yeah, that'll be you guys will save the world.
You should have
defeat
left me
Dotain,
in the
and then sun
dreaming
explodes.
with my seahorse husband.
Speaking of which, Bendis found the imprisoned astral form of Dotain, enemy of Masaru, sealed there long ago by Tiberius's magic. His blood broke her shackles, proving that he's Tiberius's offspring.
Nobody could have predicted that.
Yeah. In fact, now that Freya has have to go off to tend to matters of her own kingdom, literally everyone in this party either is Tiberius or is descended from Tiberius. Yeah.
True.
We are all related.
Also the
We are
terrible,
family.
also a terrible demonic warlord is on the loose.
I do want to reiterate the fact that Bendis Wanderstave, Bendis Rambletoon Wanderstave, has an intelligence of 0 and a wisdom of 8. So there's a good reason.
An intelligence
You mean your
of
intelligence
zero.
is 0?
Oh, intelligence
Modifier.
of 11 is
Oh,
modified.
right, okay.
Okay, I was gonna
Okay,
say.
I legit was like, you can't speak,
He's not a
dude.
vegetable, but
You'd be like you'd have the intelligence of a sea cucumber.
very smart sea cucumber. But no, it's an intelligence of 11, which is a modifier plus 0, and
Yeah.
a wisdom of 8.
Dude,
which is
you're
a modifier
smarter
of
than
minus
me.
1. Am I?
I have an intelligence of 8,
Wow.
So we have the same
Lucky.
intelligence and wisdom.
but I am very, very wise.
You know, there's
Very
only one genetic similarity between the two of us.
We are both
That could have caused
dumb.
this.
What's the common factor here?
Yeah, I feel like this.
Think about it.
I'm noticing a trend here. Yeah.
Yep. Unfortunate.
Was Josh's character's dad tremendously stupid?
No.
Got
My wisdom is 11.
No, how about your father though?
My father?
Maybe it skips a generation.
Well, who was his offspring? Was it your mother or your father? Did we establish that?
His mother.
It was my mother.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
why.
He had a daughter.
It was my mother, and she
I'm very wise, but I'm not smart.
thankfully, I'm relatively wise.
Oh,
and,
I can vote
okay
for-
intelligence.
I can vote for not me. On the
Yeah,
act
but you
of
don't know
God.
who.
Polls live.
You don't know whether it'll be a good thing or a bad thing, Brent. So you don't know whether the act of God is a good or a bad.
Just not going to
true.
vote.
Are we supposed to vote
I
for
will
ourselves?
abstain.
No.
Sub votes
I will
count
abstain
twice.
from
Shouldn't-
It's
voting.
just
not-
like
I'm
real
not voting for
democracy.
myself, but are we supposed to vote?
No.
I will not vote, as I
right.
feel it's
Wait, you
morally
did
and
vote,
ethically
didn't you?
wrong to vote in a poll for our own
didn't touch
characters.
it.
I'm not voting.
I'm not voting.
You already
You
voted.
totally
didn't you?
voted, didn't you?
Josh,
vote
did I
for?
vote?
No, he hasn't voted.
There you go. Oh,
Josh,
wow.
are you in
winning
on
by
this?
a country mile.
Is winning really the term here?
Yeah,
You are
Josh,
losing by a country mile.
have
Okay,
fun,
cool.
Josh.
Well, I'm sure it'll turn around. What's
Vote
next,
for Bendis.
DM?
Is a vote for
Yep.
Bendis.
What else happened in our last one? Tiberius and Marcus dared the dangers of the silent city and the wrath of the dragon Artelain, and at great cost, Marcus opened the first of the 7 gates. Or actually, Tiberius opened it, Marcus walked through it, beheld the true workings of the cosmos of the world of Anakra. With that knowledge, he reached out, plucked the ley lines, and sent them all shimmering through the veins of the earth, arriving on a misty island in the middle of a great lake. That's where we left our heroes.
I do believe.
Interesting. Oh, I also have to get a tuning fork for someone too.
Yes. Yeah. Met a very nice fairy lady in the middle of Dream who...
Yeah, she just came out of the wall.
Yeah.
She seemed nice. I mean, people don't do that frivolously. She
I
really
need
wanted
to
to talk to me.
sleep.
Well, she's getting married, you know?
Yeah.
I need to sleep.
What?
Do
I need to sleep.
We just got to this island.
I hate you.
Oh, well, okay.
Should we take a rest?
Oh, wait. We probably rested on the long journey here, right?
Well, it wasn't
You just
a long journey. It was
got
pretty
yanked
instantly, wasn't it?
across
instantaneous.
thousands of
Yeah,
miles.
I need to sleep, you bloody...
Well, sleeping is going to be a little bit difficult.
Oh, no.
Because you arrive and you hear noise. You hear a voice speaking grandly and loudly, echoing across the mists. We don't need the battle map. I just got it out as a prop for myself. You're standing on this island and you can see bits and pieces of a broken, moss-covered temple and great standing stones sort of leading up towards a hill. And there's water on it. It's a very small island. There's a couple of little groups of trees, but you can see pretty much the whole thing from where you are. And up at the top of this hill is a set of standing stones in a great circle. And there's a group of figures gathered in the middle. And at the very height of that hill is a tall, imposing figure wearing a hood. His beard is wreathed with moss, and in one of his hands he holds a silver torch as he addresses a group of 4 people gathered before him. And so, set forth by the hand of destiny, the quest for the Book of Dawn begins, he says.
I know that man. He's still scamming people to get the bloody dawn magic.
Did you say door magic?
Door magic?
Dawn
What's
magic.
door
yes.
magic?
Don't worry. I mean, it's the bloody elves use it. Don't worry.
Is that like,
I'm,
is that
I'm
like
a bloody half elf.
Yeah, yeah. Not
is
a
that
full
like
one.
the door that he made? That we
No,
went-
dawn magic.
Oh, I did make a door.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
really?
must be it. Door magic.
want me to make another one?
Idiots confuse dawn with door magic.
Sounds the same to me.
Why are you repeating yourself?
Listen, keep quiet anyway. He's been running this scam for years on unsuspecting adventurers and party members. I had to beat the crap out of him to make him stop. Stole his staff in the process, which is what I've got now. It's slightly broken.
I can fix
Considering
that.
you're a bit of a scam artist yourself, I'm not sure I can take your word on this one.
Scam artist, entrepreneur. Both in the same hand.
Yeah, you know, I could help you fix that staff. I fixed part of it.
Yep, you're right, lad.
And who are you, sir?
The man standing up there stops and looks, and one of the figures standing in front of him, very, very short, snaps and says, "Hey, what was that bit about the magic items and the treasure?" And standing, he's very short, very angry, feisty-looking sort of fellow. Next to him is a half-elf leaning on the side, a very finely dressed gentleman, and a sphere adjacent to him. A great barrelly sphere of a dwarf who's standing next to him, just asking some clarifying questions about where they're supposed to go and who these folk behind them are supposed to be. And there's also another man with them, just looks a bit out of place and a bit taken aback, surrounded by these very large personalities and spheres. He's wearing simple armor. He's got a spear, half elf. Wait, no. A human, fairly tall, bulked up. And he's just sort of watching as this grand figure tries not to argue with this halfling who would very much like to argue with him. And the man on the side turns around when he hears you yell and says, "Tiberius Wanderstave?"
Artelain! I told you not to say anything. We were trying to keep quiet. Artelain!
Who the bloody hell is
So
this?
the man with the spear is the one who said that name. And at the name, Artelain goes,
Hello, old friend.
The man with the spear comes running down the stairs. "Tiberius Wanderstave, is that you?" And as he runs down, and the halfling says, "Eyes here, pal!" Artelain snaps his fingers, and the three of them just vanish. But the man with the spear is out of range of the teleportation spell and continues running towards you. It says, You saved our village. There was the dragon with the enchanted song, and it was making everybody walk into the sea, and then you showed up and you saved all of us."
Yeah, well, yes, I may have, yeah.
You have
Are
to
you
tell me
sure
about
he
this sometime.
fixed it, like, for good?
Well, I mean, the dragon hasn't bothered us yet.
Well, how have you been doing?
Yet.
Oh, it was great. I was going to set out and be an adventurer just like you. By the way, this is the NPC created by a winner of our competition last time to help guess the cipher.
Nice.
Well,
And behind him, Artelain stands there and says, "So, you see fit, after all these years, to come back into my territory."
well, it was a bit of an accident, Artelain.
Yeah, what that you do isn't.
You're using too big words. I don't. What? Hey, anyway, listen. What? Do you have something to do with all of this bloody magic going about?
Me.
You? Yes.
Me.
Well, I know you're not quite capable of much after losing to me in the duel, but listen, bygones be bygones, water under the bridge and all that. You still couldn't take care of that dragon in your lake then,
The dragon and I have... I should have known that you would come around. I should have known. That's the only possible explanation for the utter chaos that has been ripping through the earth.
Well, it wasn't quite me. I've actually come here to get to the bottom of it.
Oh, no, you see, I spoke with me gods, and it's not him. It's the ley lines are wonky.
Yeah, we're trying to fix everything. We fixed the ley line. I played this amazing song.
Something about
would you like to hear it
wild
sometimes?
magic and a druid.
Oh, the wild magic. Yeah. Oh, yes. The wild magic.
Yes, who the bloody hell is responsible for all this then?
I can't possibly imagine why wild magic might have ripped its way out of Dotan's Rock towards you, of all people. That doesn't make any sense in the world.
What?
He sounds like he's being sarcastic.
Wait, what are you talking about, Artelain? What? Hello?
I think
I'm
he's
quite hungry, Marcus. Have you got any snacks?
I'm incredibly weak from this long journey,
Hmm.
Grandad. I can barely handle you.
Any
having
fish
this kind of
bits?
argument.
Fishy. You know I like fishy bits.
You should ask.
I know you like
So
fishy
I
bits.
was gonna say,
The guard
I
reaches
take
into
offense
his
to
pack
that.
and he says, "I've got some fried pygmy worms."
But not enough to stay.
Yes! Fried pygmy worms. I've missed it. So
He only
we
likes
must
the
be
bits.
in Galadron then, or nearby.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yes. Pass them over here, my lad.
By all means.
Start tucking into the fried pygmy worms.
What
wow.
is your name?
Can I have one of those?
Absolutely.
Me-
Yep. Yes.
Oh, like little bags of rubber filled with sand.
Well, no, but are you sure you're not eating a rock?
No.
Okay.
A delicacy in these parts. What's your name, Spear
This is
Boy?
one of the better things I've had up here.
Oh, by the way, remember, thank you, Chad. I knew I had forgotten something. Tiberius, as soon as you arrived, your heart is palpitating, your skin went gray, and I think I remember saying at the end of the last episode that you are pretty sure you have 1 hour to live.
Oh, God, I've just remembered I am almost dead.
Time to eat worms
Why do you only
before
have?
you become
why are
the
you
food
almost
for
dead?
them.
My heart is very irregular.
He's being
journey took a lot
dramatic
out of
again,
us.
trying to make it all about him.
I suppose you might as well eat the worms before they start eating you.
I think I might actually be in trouble here.
Don't worry, Tiberius. We'll get Tiberius.
Can I use medicine to examine him?
I'm gonna
Yes.
cast.
I'm gonna examine you.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on him.
Are you doing that simultaneously as she's using medicine?
Yes.
Okay.
19.
All right.
He is healed for 10 damage.
All right. Recovered 10 damage. He's fine. He's a little stressed out. He's otherwise fine.
You're having a panic attack.
No, I'm going to die.
No, I've
Why?
definitely just examined you. You're
I just
all
healed
right.
you. You're fine.
What? Can I roll anything to tell me what's happening?
You're going to die in an hour. That's what's happening.
What?
Well, listen, Grandad. Don't worry about it. Just calm down for a moment.
Marcus,
Relax.
I can assure you he's not going to die in an hour, but let's just make him...
What
Oh, no,
do you
I-
think is going to kill you?
I'm going to die in an hour.
Who? Who's going to kill you in an hour?
If you're going to die in an hour, your face would be blue and your toes would be falling off.
Ugh, wow.
Artelain, what are you doing to me?
I'm not doing anything to you. You've done this to yourself. Look at you. And he holds up the silver torch and it shines out, and all over you, the rest of you can see, is this miasma of just bubbling, different colored, frantic, staticky energy just clinging to him and coursing through him, revealed by the light of this torch.
Good God,
Yeah.
Grandad. What the hell have you been up to?
You need to wash that off.
It's quite tricky.
Is that the wild magic?
What? Yes?
Did you give him some face paint?
Did you say grandfather?
Yeah, he's been around.
Believe that.
Is there a
Or saw
problem
it.
with him
He's
being
my dad.
related to him
Well,
and him?
And her dad.
No, damn it.
It's a family outing. Who are these people, Tiberius?
Artelain may go way back. I mean, he's always been a bit of a hack wizard, but, you know.
I'm a hack wizard. When you came to my island, you were a substandard sorcerer with a minor Fey bloodline. You could barely cobble together an illusion.
You have a Fey bloodline.
Well, have a look at this then. I'm going to
that
get out
mean I
my
have a big
staff of
bloodline?
wonder.
A little bit. At least 25%.
I'm
I
pointing
think
at
that
him.
means we all
Do you,
have a
do you
Fey
activate it or
bloodline.
just point it at him?
Am I a Fey?
Pointed at him.
What?
Do
What?
you remember
Should I be
this?
living in Fey?
What?
What?
This- You remember this?
Oh, yes.
Well, I don't. Where's it from?
God, time has not been kind to you.
It really hasn't. Imagine looking after this guy for years on. Don't smack it like that, Tiberius.
Roll a d20, Brent.
3.
Oh my.
It sparks and emits a couple of bursts of.
Jesus, hold on to it, please. Let me look after it.
I can fix it for you.
No, not this. Just gonna put it away.
Are you sure?
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe if you'd stayed with me and studied the mysteries of the dawn, like we'd originally planned.
What?
He rubs his own slightly wrinkled face. You wouldn't have been worn down by such mortal concerns.
Well, you look a lot younger.
Yeah,
Than
you look
me.
a lot older.
Well, what have you been doing?
Exactly what I said we set out to do. I've been studying the mysteries of the dawn and warding these ley lines in my sanctum on this island.
Those Kraus people know you're doing this.
Is that why they blew up?
What, the ley lines? Cryus. No, they haven't caught wind of me. No one's made it that far yet anyways.
Yeah, the ley lines.
Yeah, that might have got their attention. I'd watch my back if I were you. You think they won't notice a disruption on this scale?
I'm gonna die in an hour. I don't give a bloody rat's ass
You're
what the people
not
of Kraus.
going to
Kraus
die in an
call.
hour unless I bloody drown you.
Hayden says you're fine.
I'm not fine. I can tell. There's something about it. When you get to my age, you have a certain experience. of
Don't
things.
worry about it. If you
Died
do
before.
I
end
doubt
up,
you have many experiences at all anymore.
Be quiet, you.
if
Hey,
you do
one
end
last
up,
one.
if you do end up looking like you're gonna die, they can heal you anyway. They're pretty accomplished. Well, they're all right.
Hey, come on. Give me a little credit here.
Yeah.
Kept you
I helped
alive.
fix the ley line. I played incredible songs for a lot of people. I healed you a couple times.
You've been all right. Listen,
Show a bit of gratitude.
And
I
who'd
would've-
you set free yesterday?
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Huh?
What?
Yeah. Think about that.
I like
I'm gonna
cheese.
point at the spear, the guy with the spear. Who are you? You haven't even been talking very much.
I'll be honest, I don't really understand what's going on. My name is Gallon. It's a pleasure to meet you. You're his grandson.
Gallon?
Yes.
Gallon?
Are you like 97 years old and you look like a toddler as well?
What?
No.
No.
How many
just-
toddlers
No.
do you know that look
No,
like that?
there's a statue of this man in our hometown. He looks a little bit younger and his hair is a little bit better kept, but you know, it's
Well, I can assure you he's overrated. Take the stars out your eyes.
No, well, don't listen to her too much. You know, you can keep celebrating me. You still have the festival.
oh yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
excellent. Yes. Always love those.
How
Great
long
bit of
ago
fun.
was this?
You should come by during Fool Tide. The party is unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm sure you would fit in at full tide.
Well, don't think I'll make it at this
Do you
rate.
know how many children he's abandoned? At least 2.
Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, you had
No,
some
he
very important
abandoned
things
you.
to do. I understand
Well,
that.
be honest,
Yeah, I
I-
was fine. I stayed at the school of Elmsmore for many years.
Doesn't matter
studying
that
the
he was
bardic
fine.
arts. In fact,
He
I'm the
might
most
not have been.
accomplished student in all of Elven history. In that I was there for a long time.
I didn't know any of you existed. But anyway, the point
I
anyway.
didn't know I did either.
Artelain, what the bloody hell is happening? Can you shed some light onto this?
Mum said she wrote to you.
Oh, God. Well,
Wouldn't the letter just kind of come up, the paper kind of come apart underwater? What'd she write on? What'd she write with?
I don't know who these people are, Tiberius, but I'm pretty sure you deserve them.
I'm just curious.
well, you may be right about that one, Artelain. Listen, how about I give you the staff and we call it quits, huh? And you just stop all this nonsense with wild magic. I know you're the source of all of it.
Your mind really is gone, isn't it?
Well, we opened the first gate in this island city, and it led us right here. So you must have had something to do with it.
The broken ley lines do lead around here.
Yeah,
Suspicious.
they would. Absolutely.
Why?
Because of the heart of Dotan's rock. Give me the staff,
Well, it's
and I'll reveal what the fog of time has clouded from your eyes.
a little broken.
Can you fix it?
I like him better than you. Do you want to be my dad?
I have no interest in such mortal things, but I appreciate the attention.
Anyway, yes,
Of course I
bloody
can
staff.
fix it.
There you
All
go.
right. He takes it and he starts going through all the pieces, lays them on a stone altar. This is going to be a process. These things take time. It must be aligned with the stars. Do you have any idea what an implement of power this man shattered with his reckless dwomers?
I mean, I can just mend it. It's a cantrip. Anyone can do it. I can do it right now. You want me to do it?
He did it already with the.
Look at that. He's realizing he can fix
no,
it
I
easily.
don't. No, don't do that.
No.
Please do not do that. No.
All right.
But he did it already. See the two pieces?
Yeah, I
there?
did fix them.
They're together. They're
He
back.
pulls up the wand of wonder as it just like sparks randomly. This is not fixed. This is a conduit for an abomination to the very laws that govern the four kingdoms.
5.
So you're saying it's improved a bit.
He really is cracked, isn't he?
You know, you haven't discovered the 5th one yet. That's understandable. You've always been lacking a little bit. You remember when I busted that staff, though, and busted your ass at the same time? Good times.
He's not laughing. I'm laughing. All right. As he goes through the various pieces and components. Father, grandfather,
Yeah.
Correct.
Affirmative.
slut.
Well, I mean, yes.
Hey,
Don't call me one to stay for nothing.
you know, I've
part
had
of a
my
spell?
exploits in the day around the Bardic College and
I'm
all.
not going to
my
ask
things.
the
You know,
elves
it's,
to
I
explain their hedonism.
You
That is
gotta
all
explain.
very well in Nenri and Elmspire.
Oh yeah,
It is none of my business.
it's party time. I miss it, frankly. I miss the days, wine and spirits and song and laughter and loving.
You wedded me mother at a beautiful undersea celebration. You were supposed to stay.
Well,
Who
no.
does that?
You said I do.
What?
Is this your life now?
Unfortunately.
Bogged down with these mundanities?
Yes.
Oh, maybe there is some justice in the world.
You need to loosen up a little bit. Arta, what's your name?
Artichoke.
Artaloon? Artichoke.
Artelain.
Artichoke, you need to loosen up a bit and get a different name. You named yourself after your vegetable. What? Doesn't make any sense. Are you sure his name is Artichoke?
Listen, show some respect to the man.
No, I
All
thought
right,
artichoke was from the Arugula Plains.
Oh,
I might be confusing
might be
it.
true.
Get on with your bloody
They have been
ritual.
migrating recently.
You say tomato, I say Artelain.
When Tiberius first came to my island, he was a son of some farmer, peasant, craftsman. It didn't matter.
Me granda.
A useless human being. I mean, could barely cast a spell.
And sure, he had some magic potential. Some ancestor of his spread their legs for a fairy at some point. Can't help but pick up a little bit of power. It was there. I admired your spark, your mind for the magical arts. I thought, perhaps together we could advance my studies. Look into the mysteries of the dawn before there were four kingdoms, when magic and will were one. That was never enough for you, was it? Yeah. You wanted to do something new. You weren't content with what was left behind. And so, against my warnings, he traveled to Dotain's rock. All that remains of a piece of the sky that fell to the earth when Irakura was slain by the destroyer, and the firmament cracked. It is not of the four kingdoms. It is not of Anakra, and it possesses a distorting power. It is an aberration to the ley lines. And at its heart is the nexus of that chaos, a breach in the world itself, ungoverned by our laws of magic. I built my sanctum here because the ley lines run through that place, and I knew it posed a threat. Which is why he went down, found his way to the bottom of the rock, and snorted the fucking thing.
Wow.
You did what?
Really?
You snorted some stuff that wasn't even part of this four kingdoms.
You snorted like
You snort
To
something
space
from
thing?
another plane?
Listen, I can explain.
I start furiously writing down.
When you're young, it's a time of experimentation, and I thought I may have been imbued with some strange stuff, and as it turns out, here I am, savior of
When you're
Four
young.
Kingdom.
I just watched you snort things 2 days ago.
You don't seem to have got over your snorting phase.
Age is just a number. And
I bet you've told that to a few.
well,
Yikes.
Is that what you said to his mum?
to his mother.
She never seemed bitter.
The age difference is
Shut
enormous.
up.
I mean, she
I
never
would,
told me the truth either, but you know,
Never
My
disrespect
mum
his
wasn't
mother.
bitter either. She's just stupid.
you're the bitter one.
It's true.
Apparently.
Yes. Anyway, I snorted it.
I don't know what you
true.
did.
I mean, that doesn't sound like me. Well, it
You-
kinda
Look at
does,
that.
but-
You sought it out. You merged with it. You attuned to it. You communed with it. You comprehended it. I don't know what you did. I never studied that sort of madness only to keep the world safe from it. You embraced it.
Yep.
What was this stuff at the bottom of the rock? You don't know?
The heart of Dotan's rock.
And
Is
it's
it
all in
still
your
there?
nasal cavity.
It's,
Oh, yeah.
it's in you right now.
No, there's more of it.
It's not. I forget sometimes simile is lost on those who are not students of the higher arts.
Some what?
It is not.
Did you call me dumb?
I think he called you simply. You just are.
Am I simply dumb?
This doesn't sound simple.
Similar.
Please go on.
I have not met you, and perhaps it is too early to pass judgment. It is not a physical substance, it is a quality of the interaction between the kingdoms. And a ripple, a knot in the ley lines.
But you said he snorted it.
I think that was more of a metaphor. Do you know what a metaphor is?
A metaphor?
I use those.
Listen, I
sometimes
met
in
her
my
before,
epics.
I'm not really sure what that has to do with anything.
Continue, Artelain.
So he comes back, surging, wrapped in this barbaric, uncontrollable, savage atrocity. I try very reasonably to correct him and to amend the situation.
I've tried that before. Doesn't ever work.
No, it doesn't. Yes. Too pound.
He
But
willfully destroys an incredibly important implement of the magical arts. He gestures at the broken staff of power
You did that on purpose.
yes.
and inflicts incurable physical damage. He pulls back his hood. Much of his ear is missing, and he's got huge scars on his cheek.
Oh my god, that you
I
did that.
I try not to stare, Emily.
What'd you do? Try and eat him?
Me? No, I wouldn't do something like that. I mean, it was just a byproduct of me breaking the staff of power.
That's really ugly.
Well,
Thank
I'm
you.
sure he knows that. Did I do that? Strange. Anyway, well, you know, I can't remember it, so therefore, I mean, you must not remember it. It's a long time ago now.
No.
Well,
I remember perfectly. I've got plenty of trophies to hold it by, and my mind has not been degraded by mortal failures. My arts have kept me safe from the ravages of time, and my aura hasn't been dissolved by chaotic magic for the last 70 years.
Oh, shall we place a wager on how much he remembers?
what?
No, Faded.
Me?
No. The money's
Oh,
important.
you want to gamble?
No,
Yeah.
no gambling.
I want to gamble on what you remember, old man.
We've got a lot of work to be done.
I mean, if he is going to
nothing but-
die in an hour, we should probably.
Well, if he's going to
get
die in an
something
hour,
done.
this is our only chance to play this game.
Yeah, that's a good point
you
too.
can just rob him when he's dead.
Yeah, it's also a good point. There's a lot of good
So
points.
what do we need to do, Artelain?
I don't know. What do you intend to
I'm
do?
lost in the sauce, metaphorically speaking.
Yeah, not just metaphorically.
Well-
Well, I can tell you what I would do if I was in your incredibly unfortunate and reckless shoes. All this magic followed you, right? Something that in no way, shape, or form can be linked to me or the last group of adventurers that I sent seeking a relic that may or may not be located in that rock, which I never specifically directed them to, occurred
What?
Don't worry about it.
Hold on. You've been running this bloody scam with unknowing adventurers all this time.
It's not a scam.
You've been sending these poor bloody fools down into Dotain's rock to pull out relics, knowing full well that there's going to be all sorts of big meanies and whatnot, and that they probably aren't going to succeed, just chucking young bodies at it.
Well, eventually someone will prove worthy, and then maybe we'll actually steal the secrets of dawn magic from those blasted Cryans.
You bloody call me irresponsible, and you're
Yes.
throwing away young lives like this?
The adventurers, they line up for the job. They know the risks.
If you had any stones, you'd go and get it yourself, but you don't.
Shh, my life-
Because you have always been a hack wizard, and I'll prove it again right now. And I'm going to shoot a surge of wild magic at him.
Okay, everybody roll a d10.
Wonderful.
Oh, great.
And the sun explodes.
8.
5.
6.
4.
4, 5, 6, 8.
4, 5, 6, 8.
8.
All right. Scrolling.
Why the clown music?
It's a large table.
You just threw a surge of wild magic at the other wizard.
Well, he insulted me. And I insulted him.
He was
I
being
am on
very
the verge
insulting.
of death
The way
already.
it goes. Stay out
Did
of
you
this.
need healing?
Oh,
He's
yes.
on 1 health.
Oh,
You're on 1 health.
He's on 1
Oh,
health.
yeah.
Okay, while all of
healed
this
him.
is going on, I would see how hurt he was and go over to help him.
Oh, I've said a couple of times that I was.
I think
Really?
I think
You said
if
a
Bendis
couple
truly
times that
knew, he
you're
probably
hurting.
would have
Well,
thrown healing
brutalized
spells way
by that.
earlier
I'm
too.
gonna
But it's up to you.
cast Cure Wounds on you. I unfortunately only have second levels and first levels. Nope, I only have first level slots left. So you're gonna get it at the first level,
Wonderful.
but
we
you're gonna get
fighting
it.
Artelain
1d4
here?
plus 4,
Oh, I can do
or
better.
1d8 plus 4. Sorry. Because I have destroyed my other things. So 10. Take 10 hit
Thank
points.
you.
I guess I'll do it too. I'll
Okay.
do. I will use a. I'll use a first level slot. 9.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Artelain raises his hand against you as the magic courses over him. Looks down at himself. You really are washed.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a druid nearby that might have a panic attack. But I'm not too sure what I just did.
Well, now seems like as good a time as any to start implementing the act of God.
Oh, jeez.
Don't start fighting. Don't fight the other wizard, you fool.
We go way back. We all know it's just a little bit of toss around, you know? It's good for honing the skills, sharpening the mind and all that.
You were frequently playing toss around with him.
That toss
know.
around, eh?
Listen, don't judge
The old
Marcus.
wizard toss
A
around.
little bit of wizard school toss around.
The wizard school toss around.
Look, the two of us studied on this island for a long time. I will not have you judging my life choices. His? Understandable.
Okay, Artelain. All right. Now, can you fix the staff or not? Look at him. He's a wreck of his former self.
Yes, I can fix my staff.
Your staff?
Yes.
I stole it from him after I broke it. Yes, I told you, hack wizard.
Well, what does the staff do?
You're the wizard who didn't have a staff.
Huh? I don't need staff to conjure magic. Look.
What did you
Did you
do?
just do?
Did you do another one? Everyone roll a d10. 0, 0, 0, 0.
6.
4.
9.
1.
6, 4, 1, 9. Who are we going to call the target of that?
Or gold D4?
Yeah, what were you doing there?
Me.
You?
You? What? Okay, you were just casting magic on yourself. You were casting wild magic on yourself to prove a point.
I'm not a hack
Wonderful.
wizard. I'm not a hack wizard.
Well, you did nothing with the previous surge of
All
wild
right,
magic.
there's a dramatic clap of thunder. Whoa. That's it.
Told you.
Wow.
So, as this is happening, you may recall that during our last adventure, when Marcus passed through the first gate, for a moment, it was as if you were born on a Artelain's back in the hungry dark beyond the world of Anakra. You saw the mechanism of the four kingdoms as they interwove with each other and the flow of the ley lines.
Yeah.
That has not faded. It has deteriorated, but it is not gone. And so as he just starts doing this, you can see every time that he throws out one of these surges, the ley lines in the area just twist and fray and just odd things happen. You notice that there's a strange thread attached to Artelain now. It connects him, the fifth kingdom of Dream, and the Sky Kingdom. And you also notice that now there's a thread connecting after he did that boom thing. There's now a thread of magic linked directly to him and to the nexus of ley lines on this island.
For God's sake, Tiberius, stop. Stop.
What?
You meddle with the ley lines in ways you don't understand.
What the hell does that mean, Marcus? You don't even know how to spell ley line.
L-A-L-I-N.
Got it.
Okay? It's very easy. The bard taught me.
I failed you.
So I would have spelled it.
Listen, the lines, I know it, I saw. When you let me through the gate, I understand how the world works, and you are fucking with it on a regular basis.
I mean, I don't mean to. I just
Well, stop clicking
I got
and
a
snapping
point to
it.
prove, you know?
You don't.
Well, I do. They don't think I'm good at wizardry.
Right, well, you are very good at wizardry.
Thank you.
Right. Now stop doing the wizardry.
Okay.
Because you are messing with the ley lines.
Yes.
You.
He's not very good
How
at
are
it.
you connected to the sky and Dream? We were just in Dream. And
Dream?
you...
What?
Can you not see that? Tiberius?
What are you even
What are you
talking
talking
about?
about?
We were in Dream.
Yeah, well,
Yeah?
we're the land of dreams, where the silent city lies. We just spent a little family vacation.
Yeah, we
out
were.
there.
And he is connected
Right, I
to
had
it.
a family.
What?
I left them behind.
Oh, God. Well,
It was just a dream. It wasn't real.
No, it was real.
Okay.
Well,
a little bit twisted. It's their first time doing Mordain vapors.
Oh,
Are you on Mordain now?
no, of course not.
Was my family real?
I don't know who you are. I know you're his offspring. That is all I have to work with. Meanwhile, Galen's just sort of sitting there. Very lost and confused, but a little excited, but mostly lost and confused.
The lines, I can see that you're connected to the Dream and the Sky Kingdom. You've been messing with things. The ley lines, you've been interrupting them in some way.
I am
Or working with them.
very
Did you end up
careful.
poisoned by that tea? Did you drink some of that tea?
Yeah, well, no, I didn't drink the tea. I'd be dead if I drank the tea.
You might just be crazy.
I'm not just... You're the crazy... You're talking about families you never had and fucking seahorses. You're mental. You're tapped.
I don't appreciate
The ley lines
that
are
when,
real,
like,
for
my-
God's sake.
Well, yes, he's been through
You're
the first gate of the
seeing
silent
things.
city. He has knowledge that is actually quite incomprehensible and will drift away eventually after a certain amount of time. But he can now comprehend.
He did a psychedelic drug. Are you saying he had a bad trip and he's still tripping?
No, not. What? How can you say that? When what?
We
We literally travelled through the bloody ley lines just a moment ago. What are you
pretty
talking
provable.
about?
I took you through the ley lines.
That's
You did
that's
that.
fair.
I did. Well, partially. I understand how they work. I got fucked up by a dragon. I'll tell you later.
A Artelain.
Bless you.
Sorry, no, that's we thought
Well, that's
fought a
his name.
Artelain again. Well, yes, I was powerful.
Gods, he was strong then.
I was strong then.
Yeah,
Yes.
he would be. Dragon of the world before.
You been there?
No,
Dream?
My people fought
I'm
her
human.
valiantly.
Of course I have.
Everyone dreams; they just don't really stay there that long.
Are you
I
saying when
suppose.
I fall asleep, I'll see my family again?
Yeah, maybe.
You never know. You could try it.
I hate you.
Oh well, okay.
You understand the ley lines. You can perceive them. All right. What's that way? And he points off to the southeast, where you see, and beneath this lake is a very powerful nexus of water element along with earth. And it runs in multiple directions, and the earth line runs to the southeast, and it's just sort of juddering and wiggling and coming undone and then tying itself back together. And along that way is this knot, this wild knot, far, far along. And it looks very similar to just the way he looks to you now, all the time.
You can't see it. The world is tangled. It's tangled and messed like he is. It's like the world is losing its
Head
mind.
tangled.
Oh, well, like you.
Yeah, I'm close to it.
I've had to keep you safe for years. Now what have I got to do? To heal a bloody lake that's losing its mind as well?
A lake? What?
No.
No. It doesn't matter.
All right. Somebody whose identity is impossible to confirm stirred up the wild magic in Dotain's Rock.
One of your adventurers.
I claim no responsibility over their actions.
No,
Bloody
of course you
should.
wouldn't. You're not going to come with us and help, though, are you? You're going to stay here.
Well, somebody
Bloody island.
has to ward the lines in case something goes wrong again.
Sure.
So, he went there, bonded with that magic, and has been traversing the land, spreading chaos wherever he goes ever since.
So why does he think he's going to die?
I mean, look at him. He's pretty old.
I'm going to die in
Yeah, he
about
does look like he's going to die soon.
45 minutes now.
Cleric, can't you, Auntie, can't you... You can...
I can bring him
people-
back to life if
Yeah,
he
well,
dies.
fuck it, let him die.
Well, there
But
you
I
go.
need
No problem then.
What?
You can be brought back.
I just
Yeah,
I don't
but I
want to
need
die.
I need to sleep to
They
do
might not
that.
let me back.
Might be helpful.
I need to sleep to do that.
You need to slip... Well, that ain't going to work at all. That would take far too long. Oh, well, you might be dead.
Well, how long?
Anyway.
There's no limitation, right? He can be dead for a while. He can be dead for a
That's
few
true.
hours.
I mean, he might just get a little bloaty.
yeah, I can bring him back. I mean, it's a pretty cool temperature on this island, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
pretty
nice
cool
and
temperature
misty.
here. I think he'll keep well.
Oh, I don't want to die.
Listen,
Yeah, he'll just be dead for a few hours.
calm
I don't
down,
want you to
guy.
die
Calm
either.
down.
Come back
Well,
and tell us about it.
I'm trying to
It's your
talk to the
next
wizard
great
that knows more than you.
adventure.
Yeah, well, it's clear we need to go to bloody Dotain's Rock. Figure
Yeah.
Try
this
not
out.
to
And put it
fuck
back.
anyone while you're dead.
Well, I mean, how the hell would I even remove it? It was,
Sneeze.
I don't know.
blow
You're
it
the
out.
one who took it in the first place. I bet you can fix all of this. All you have to do is abjure this rough magic of yours, where it all began, set it aside, and I'm sure everything will heal itself again.
well, how the hell are we going to get to Dotain's Rock
You're
in
sure? 'Cause
45
you don't
minutes?
sound like that sure.
I mean, ontologically speaking, it makes
It's
sense.
thousands of miles away. How are we going to get there before I die?
It's not thousands of miles away anymore.
What do you mean?
It is significantly closer than Masru.
We came a long way on the ley lines, Grandad. It's still far, but I just saw him click 3 people out of existence.
And if you're willing to fix this problem that's been in my backyard for the last several decades, I'd be more than happy to send you off my island on your way.
That's the difference between me and you, Artelain. I fix my problems when I'm made aware of them. Only then.
Before you agree to it, Grandad, if you fix the staff and let us borrow it, we'll fix your problem. Otherwise, he'll die in like 20 minutes and then
Yeah,
can't do anything.
we do kind of have to keep him alive for a while. I got to finish my saga. And it's I don't know if this ending is the best one for it. So
Persuasion.
yeah, natural 20, baby. That's right.
Okay, and I,
Yeah.
just for reference, got a 14.
I know you're a music lover. Obviously, spending a lot of time here alone, you've had a chance to peruse the epics to develop exquisite taste in song. Now, I'm the most famous bard to ever come out of Elmspire, and I'm concocting the most amazing saga about this man who I know you're not a big fan of, but no doubt he is a legend.
He walks away, rubbing his head to the stone altar, holds out the silver torch, and it floats in air where he leaves it, spreads his arms, and a dramatic wind flows his robe away. Roll Arcana.
Not one, baby.
All right. Very dramatic, very impressive, and absolutely necessary to the functioning of the spell. You're sure of it. And the sky above darkens as the standing stones glow, and he begins speaking in the language of the ancients as the pieces rise up and power surges from the ley lines into the stone. The pieces float together, spinning until they align, and then they snap together and smooth over, and a bolt of lightning strikes, and it all glows, and he reaches and holds and whispers, "Return to me," and places his arcane seal upon it once more. And he holds out the Staff of Power.
Thank you.
Why couldn't you do that?
Well, I forgot, didn't I? Now that I've seen him do it, I'm sure I could do it.
He's much better at blowing things up than he is at putting them together.
Pass it here, will you?
Don't try and
Nice.
attack anything.
Oh,
just
no,
yet.
not at all.
I give the staff over to Tiberius.
Oh, I've missed this.
You look better already.
Well, not quite. All right, Artelain, send us off, huh?
What is?
No,
What is
no
this?
time like the present. Come on.
All right. Okay.
Well, loath am I to hold you on your journey. Gather round.
Wait, you spear boy. What are you doing?
I'm going with you.
You going with us?
Absolutely.
Are you useful?
I'm trained as a town guard.
Yeah,
Good
come
enough.
along.
We
Yes.
use a guard.
Why not?
Oh,
Listen,
don't get a boy killed.
I love budding adventurers. This is why I absolutely hate Artelain, because he just kills them all. But they're the new protectors, you know, when I'm gone.
He might be related to you. You never know.
You never know.
Yeah.
Well,
These things happen.
Maybe, hopefully not.
Galen is a retainer. Whoever he is accompanying, he can act on your turn. He has a limited range of abilities. If you make an attack and hit, he also automatically makes an attack and hits.
Okay.
If he gets attacked, I will tell you to roll a Constitution saving throw. He doesn't have hit points. He has health levels. So every time he gets attacked and he fails that save, he takes 1 health level of damage. It's to simplify things.
Right. Stick with me, Ghislaine. I'll try and keep you safe.
What do you
She's-
call him?
Galleon.
Galleon? What's your name? Gallon.
Galen.
Gallon.
Yeah.
Gallon.
You know,
My
with the little
apologies.
floaty thing over the second A.
Well,
That doesn't matter. I don't even know how to
What's
read
your last
properly.
name?
Oh, I'm a commoner. We don't have last names.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm from Striddenmarl, though.
good place. Yes, lovely festivals, I tell you. Anyway, Artelain, I think I have about 30 minutes left to live, so
Well, then I wouldn't want you to waste any of that.
gather together.
Come in, Gallon.
All right. He stands right next to you. He's like, he was planning on going on an adventure anyways. This is much more exciting.
I'm gonna grab him kind of by the back of his neck as well to make sure that he doesn't.
All right.
Can we
leave.
not sleep? He's not going to die.
We can sleep when we get to the rock.
Maybe.
I hope we do at some point.
Come on.
Now,
onwards.
I must warn you, I don't know a teleportation circle for the rock, so I mean, otherwise, why would I send people traipsing there along the ground, right? But this is important enough. I'm sure that we can manage this.
What are you planning?
No.
Could I have? I'll roll it.
Oh, dear.
No.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
No.
28.
What is this staff, by the way?
That is a staff of power.
Okay.
It is in D&D Beyond.
Yes, it is.
It is very good,
I have it.
and it has 20 charges, so it's fully charged.
What does it do?
A lot.
It does a lot of things.
Oh, good lord! It does a lot of things.
It is a +2 weapon, so you can beat people with it. While you hold it, you get +2 to your armor class, saving throws, and all your spell attack rolls.
Whoa.
When you hit somebody with it, you can spend a charge to deal an extra 1d6 force damage. It has the following spells, which cost various amounts of charges: Cone of Cold, Fireball, Globe of Invulnerability, Hold Monster, Levitate, Lightning Bolt, Magic Missile, Ray of Enfeeblement, and Wall of Force.
That's
It's
not
pretty
bad.
good.
That is not bad.
And if you
pretty decent.
break it over your knee, it fucking explodes with the power of the sun. It blows the fuck up.
Wow.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah. And doesn't necessarily kill everyone nearby, but probably kills everyone.
Okay, well, good to know.
Yeah.
We'll keep that in
Good to
mind.
know.
All right. Teleportation mishaps.
Jeez.
Teleportation, what now?
Don't worry about it.
Mishap.
So
That doesn't
as he
sound
casts
good.
the spell, you vanish through between the four kingdoms, into the spaces where they touch, and float through this nothingness until you arrive at the rock, which unfortunately is surging with a great deal of anarchic wild energy. Your forms are disrupted in what might be the most confusing and painful experience of your lives. Everybody takes
Oh, jeez.
12 points of force damage.
Ouch.
Is anyone down?
No.
Thankfully, no.
Roll a Constitution saving throw for Gallon, please.
11. Oh, no, +6, 17.
Okay, he's fine. That was painful and horrible, and this adventure is off to an awful start, but other than that, he's fine. Yeah.
Lovely.
All right.
Have we arrived?
Yes,
Where have we arrived?
you have arrived in it was a mishap. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
You have arrived on top of a small boulder in the middle of a forest. The same forest that you recently banished from the plains of Iman Karak. Perhaps it's a little bit more at home here, but still forced from the soil by unnatural magic, by the break and fracture of the ley lines. And you can feel it screaming beneath your feet. It's like a broken compound fracture all throughout here. And all around you, as you're on this boulder in the middle of this forest, and nearby you hear the sounds of battle. You hear steel on steel and loud thuds and screams and angry calls and horns.
This place is not right, Tiberius.
No, you're right. Yes.
Weren't
it's
we
broken.
here already?
Not quite. This isn't Dotain. This is probably somewhere nearby. But,
It's still covered in the same trees. Bloody trees everywhere.
yeah, it seems as though there's a battle going on right now.
Maybe you could speak to these trees.
Yeah, I could do that. Hold on. Let me speak to some plants.
I'm going to cast Levitate on myself as well.
I'm going to cast
All
Speak
right, how many
with
charges
Plants.
does that take?
2 charges.
My
All right,
last third
it has
levels.
18 charges left. He just starts.
Gotta love our decision making.
I'm going to cast Speak with Plants.
Okay.
Be like, yeah, let's find out what these trees have to say. Call me! Call me, please! No, trees, there's got to be more to live for. What's the problem here?
shouldn't exist.
Well, you do, so let's come to peace with that.
It hurts a lot.
Oh, I'm sure it'll stop soon. Can I play you a soothing song?
Its roots start peeling themselves up from the forest floor. Actually, roll a performance
I'm
check.
going to roll performance.
We'll
I'm
see
great
if
at that.
this tree can
I'll make it all
suicide.
better. It's ooh, that's not bad. It's 23.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you play a soothing song, and it sort of the trees sway and creak a little bit as their
Yeah.
unnatural existence is soothed. For you speak their language while the spell is active, and you can sing the music that resonates to their very cores.
Fine. So why don't you tell me how you came to be here?
While you do that, you rise, floating with your robes pushing around
Levitating.
you, and you rise up and out of the tree line. You can see Dotain's rock, this massive, somewhat metallic stone that fell from the heavens long, long ago. It's several hundred feet tall, rising from what used to be this gentle farmland-filled valley and is now a wild forest. But you also see clearings all around it. And you see a vast host of warriors and ogres and trolls and goblins gathered in their various tents and camps all around. And they are fighting each other. You can see countless battles occurring across the plains. Each battle, though, these are not grand melees. These are not military combats. It seems like each battle is between small groups of the same tribe. Members of one human tribe arrayed against some members of their same tribe. Two ogres wrestling and clawing at each other. Trolls ripping off their opponent's arms and then waiting for the arm to grow back so they can rip it off again. And all of these battles are taking place under strange totems. They are like war banners, but it's a stick, a pole that goes up, and then bundled around it in a ring are the tails and manes of horses, arrayed into these war banners, and they've been dyed a deep red and black. I forget, do you have history or religion? I'll allow you to roll anyways.
I have history.
I have religion.
Well, he's the only one who sees all this at the moment. We'll let you
Yeah,
continue
that's
talking to the
true.
trees in a moment.
I do not.
All right, roll a intelligence check. Unproficient. Just your intelligence modifier.
16.
You've seen these before. These are the war banners of the Humus tribes. But that Amonkharok is thousands and thousands of miles away. And this red and black color, that's not normal. They do use different colors for the different clans, but there's only one army that ever flew this one. The army of Dotain.
Oh, bollocks.
Meanwhile, talking to the trees, they tell you that they basically were sleeping, the deep sleep of the earth, as seeds far away. When suddenly there was a terrible crack, and they were ripped and stretched and shattered into pieces and then forced to grow here. They should be far to the south. They've been forced to grow along the north.
Well, I'm sorry you got such a rough start with everything, but I'm sure this is a nice land, and I've heard it said in the past, bloom where you're planted, and you're kind of planted here, so I think you can make the best of it. No, come on,
boy.
come on. I play them another song.
Like
This isn't
giving you
an
a
emotional
thumbs up.
trauma. I
played
am
them
in
another
physical
song.
pain from existing.
I think it's working, Bendis.
Doesn't matter. It's 27.
Okay, yeah. They start to be a little bit more like just natural,
Yeah,
normal trees. You're
that's
spreading
right.
this aura of calm and
Just
nature
regular trees
in your
chilling
area.
out. Yeah.
Just
Tell your
two
friends.
trees hanging
Spread the
out,
word.
5 feet apart.
I don't know what that is.
Don't worry about it.
Well, I'm going to descend.
Okay.
And, Bendis definitely released Dotain because the tribes are there, just waiting outside Dotain's rock, and they're killing each other.
Well,
And none of
Killing
those
each
tribes
other.
were Humus tribes. They were completely different clans and such.
Very odd, yes, very odd. Well, onwards we go, I guess. There's only one way forward.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
You want us to take on an enormous host, an army?
No, as long as we avoid the totems that Dotain seems to be using to cause war and destruction. She must have a reason for making the armies kill themselves. Maybe a blood sacrifice. I mean, I've seen it done a couple of times, but normally done by the vampires of
Just keep the horse lady away from me.
she may turn up. Regardless of that, we must press on to Dotain's rock. As long as we avoid the big totems, don't go near them. Hopefully, we won't be affected, and we'll just try and sneak our way into Dotain's rock.
sounds like a plan.
Sounds
That's
like
the
a
plan?
terrible plan.
Oh, that's the plan. So, Onwards we go.
What if we flew in?
How?
Well, I don't know, but like if you found a way, it'd probably be a better idea than that.
Hey, what happened to that ring? that
The
we had?
ring? Well, got it.
Aha, nice.
Here.
Didn't you say the ring would let you fly?
Hey, Chad, I'm going to roll for a level 40 act of God.
Well, like, it's
been a
I
while.
think one of us would.
Yeah,
Maybe-
can we sleep before we do all this?
It might be good for
I
the rest
am
of the
close to death. I would rather not.
You're not.
I fear. I don't think you're dying.
I am
Faden
dying.
says you're not dying.
I am going
Marcus,
to die.
the awareness of the ley lines still has not faded. You are able to perceive them. So do as you may.
You can
How long
definitely
has it
see
been
line.
so far?
Less than an hour.
Less than an hour.
We need to. Let's press on. But you could fly.
Yeah, what, fly straight there?
Maybe.
By myself?
I don't know.
I mean,
Leaving
do you
you
think
all.
you've got the staff of power now?
Well, all right, I guess so. I'm going to cast
If I
fly.
fly,
Can
I
you fly us?
Oh,
I'm just going to cast fly.
On yourself.
And I'm going to grab him. And I'm going to grab you.
All right.
And I am not strong enough for this. I should not be doing this, but here we go. Hold on, and everyone grab on.
I'm gonna grab him around the knees.
All right. Galen just sort of like pops on board.
we're making
going
a
to
human
fly.
chain.
Yep. I'm going to put the ring on and we're going to go.
This will make your spine feel a lot better.
Yep.
It's not
We're not
enough.
going. We're not
Didn't
going
work.
anywhere.
I'll go. Goodbye. Get off me. No.
It's not enough juice.
I don't know what to bloody do.
You could go on.
I'm lost in the sauce. What?
You could go on.
What
first.
would I do?
I don't know.
Well, wait. What's the path to get there? Is it water? Is that the Oh wait, no,
Water.
I have no
It's a
spells left.
enormous pile of fighting ogres and trolls and goblins. He said.
You also know that the heart of the rock is under it.
I could make a fog cloud.
I'm going to go. Well, I'll see you guys there. Make sure you just get there before I die.
Where are you going?
I'm flying.
He just flies off.
The Superman's his way out. Of
Starts flying. So I rolled on the act of God table
there. Wonderful.
for a level 40 act of God. And I got a very, very apt one.
Oh boy.
What are the rest of you doing while he just flies
I
out
go.
of the forest?
I go. Hey trees. Hey trees. Hey trees. Can you cover us while we make our way to to the destination? Can you kind of give some cover, subtly kind of scooch out there and walk a little bit so we can make it under the cover of your stealthy bark?
If you keep playing that tree song that takes away the terrible, terrible pain, yes.
Yeah. I will. Not only will I play it for you, but I will teach it to you.
Well, I'm very stealthy. I won't need the help.
I will teach you to sing it yourselves with the clattering of the branches and the rustling of your leaves.
All right. That's going to help you get to the rock. Faden, you're stealthy by yourself, right? not actually
Out of
stealthy, are
character?
you?
Oh, she's not at all.
Okay, what is your plan to reach the rock? Are you just going to try to just
She thinks
sneak?
she's stealthy.
Okay, what would a stealth check from you look like?
Oh, like a -2 modifier?
My God. Wonderful.
Okay.
She's not smart, guys.
Wait.
She's wise, though.
Wait.
This wouldn't be very wise.
The trees are gonna cover for us. We can just hide in the trees. The trees are gonna move a little
Intelligence
bit. You
is
can do it.
book
Book
learning
smart.
and
All right.
analysis. Wisdom is decision
Fine, she's going to be
making.
smarter than
Wisdom
this
is street
then.
smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I tell them my plan with the trees too. You
Yeah.
guys, like I've talked to the trees. They're willing to cover our approach. So they can move a little bit. They're gonna move slowly. We're gonna have to kind of like go behind them to the side.
How
of them.
fast can your trees move?
surprisingly fast. I played a song for one, and it just couldn't wait to go and tell its friends how amazing it was back then.
It ran away.
No.
But it ran.
Well, you move fast, yeah.
None of the trees are moving particularly fast, but they are moving in a coordinated fashion.
Yeah. We don't want to, tip anyone off. We got to be sneaky about this.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
Right.
I'm going to climb up a tree then.
Yeah, sure. That's fine. Make sure it's a tree going in the right direction.
I'm going to try and find one of the trees that is advancing and climb to the top of the tree.
Are you going to ride a tree?
I'm going to ride a tree into battle.
In a battle.
Oh, well, presumably. I mean, is this stealthy? Is this not? I'm just sat in a tree. I feel like
Are you covering yourself with the leaves or the branches or anything?
I'm just
You're
hiding. I
hiding?
mean, is it what kind of trees are they? Is it dense foliage? Is it kind of summertime? I
These
was
are
climbing the tree in order to be hidden by the leaves and branches that are up there.
no, that's very doable.
I
This
picture
is
kind of a
this is-
deciduous thing.
Yeah,
but
these are
what-
deciduous trees. It's late summer right now, but these trees also already have their autumn colors and tone to
Is
them.
there a moat?
There is not a moat.
Okay.
All right, so you're going to ride a tree,
Yep.
and Gallon is going to ride the tree with you.
Come, Gallon.
Nice.
You're going to sneak with, like, using the trees as cover. They're going to make a convenient crack noise and stuff, allowing you to cover. Vaden, got a plan?
Yeah, I'm gonna join the trees, and I'm also gonna cast fog cloud with it. I'm gonna use my racial ability there, or
Okay.
whatever,
I think that,
and create like a little fog cloud to assist with obscuring us.
all right, I think that's a good enough plan. You guys are going to ride very slow-moving trees, and at points, they're like, the tree stops because it's right in the middle of a battlefield, and it sort of sways with the wind, and sways with the wind, and then sways and passes you to the next tree so that you can continue moving along as to exchange hands. So I rolled a 17 on the act of God.
Oh.
You're flying through the air, just soaring right through it. And you notice that directly above the mountain, the sky is agitated and stormy, probably not too unusual. And do you have any plan aside from just booking it to the rock?
I was going to try and find the entrance that I can remember. Maybe
Okay.
try and not attract the attention of Vinder. I know he hangs around these parts.
Yeah, about that.
Oh, no.
Roll a perception check.
No. That's 21.
All right. You do a very good job of searching around, but the sky churns and the clouds darken and bolts of lightning crackle in the distance. And slowly in the skies above Dotan's rock, they part. And through the clouds you see a great and terrible stronghold, a fortress built at the very bottom with great forges, up through terraces with fantastic gardens sized for creatures 20, 30 feet tall, all the way up to a shining temple of a palace, and far above it in the distant cold sky beyond, the celestial lights, arcs of rainbow gathered around the very vault of heaven. It is the stronghold Terra Nimbus, the throne of Vindur.
Not good. Oh, God.
All of you see this as the sky parts and the battle raging, the gladiatorial combat stop. And every single wildling clan, all the champions of the Arugula tribe, the ogres and the goblins, they stop for a moment. And they look up. What do you do?
Oh fuck!
They're looking up at me. I fly very fast to Dotain's rock.
All right.
As fast as humanly possible now.
Okay.
Do you think I would remember the song of Vinder's horse? I've been played it twice at this point. Once.
Roll an intelligence check.
Okay. Because I'm going to try and recall it and whistle it.
Try and make the same mistakes, huh?
Well, I don't have a good memory, honestly.
You don't, but you do see the ley lines. They're from the heart of the rock straight up is a very powerful air elemental that ties the mortal plane itself into the Sky Kingdom, the world beyond the clouds where the giants and Vindur and all those creatures live. You see the way that the two worlds are shaped together to build as part of the firmament. And you see the very opening, the iris in the clouds, and the way that it interacts between the two.
Am I able to tweak the ley lines still?
You can try.
I'm going to attempt to jiggle the ley line.
Which one?
The one that runs between Dotain's Rock and the
Okay.
Sky Kingdom.
Roll an Arcana check.
Okay, well, your boy's not so good at the old Arcana.
Oh boy.
But he hits a 21.
Okay.
Because that's how it be sometimes.
All right.
I'm going to try and focus very hard and imagine the connection between Dotain's Rock and the Sky Kingdom, just like a kid waggling a rope a little bit. Like I'm waggling a rope to try and mess up the person up top.
You see clouds sort of passing over the iris, obscuring the fortress for a moment. And as the cloud passes over, it's as if, no, that's just the sky. And then it's gone, and the terrible fortress is there again. It flickers in and out, in and out. Tiberius, your hair rises and stands up on end as far above, the sovereign of the skies seizes a fat lightning bolt. Looks down, you can't see him, but you feel his terrible gaze, one of the shapers of the world, and he just yeets it at you from on high. And as it passes through this rotating iris, it flickers and distorts. Roll a reflex saving throw, a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Praise be for Marcus. It is.
With advantage.
Yeah, I mean. Okay,
That's even better.
19.
19. You passed your saves. How many D8s do you have? I need 12 of them.
A lot of D8s.
What? You need 12?
Yeah. And why don't you just go ahead and, roll to frag yourself. You made your save, though.
Here's 6.
Okay, how many do you need?
Two more.
I've got a couple.
No, we got
12?
him. We've got him. Oh, you need 12. Oh, well, you rolled those
That's
twice
6,
then, I guess.
that's 8,
Yeah, just roll this twice.
that's 9,
10, 11.
10, 11. Oh no.
Ashley's got one.
I think
There's
we
one
got
here.
More?
There we
Yeah.
go. We have them. 12
12 D8.
D8. Well, Godspeed, everybody.
Oh my god, you rolled so well.
Oh,
Why did you
Jesus.
roll so well?
I'm so good at rolling. Oh my God. Okay, well,
You fragged yourself, you fool.
well,
You rolled 4 8s.
Oh shit,
I love it.
Bren.
yep. Yep.
You did not.
Yep. Yes, I
You
rolled
rolled
very
so
well.
All right. So what's the total, the unmodified total?
16, 24,
32.
32, 39, 45, 51, 57, 59, 61, 63, 64 damage.
64 damage.
64.
Okay, so you take 32 points of damage. Now, because this is an act of God and not an actual combat encounter with one of the 4 sovereigns of creation, do you have any defensive resources you would like to spend to not get fried like a crispy critter?
Good idea. I will,
32 points of damage to deal with.
Yeah, okay.
Well, you were right. You were going to die in 1 hour.
Yeah, it's been about
just
an
didn't
hour.
know how.
Yeah, it's about time.
I am going to expend 6 charges
I didn't get to sleep. I can't sleep.
to cast Globe of Invulnerability
Okay.
around myself as I see this. Oh, fuck! I'm going to channel this thing
Okay.
to the best of my knowledge.
All right.
Are you riding the Staff of Power in the first place, like a broomstick, or are you just
I'm
kind
just-
of...
He used the
Lying.
ring, so he's,
Right.
The ring is And then the globe of
Captain
All right.
Planet on us. The
vulnerability
He's just
around
hanging
myself.
from the ring as he flies like.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
That's right.
All right, so the Globe of Invulnerability spell blocks spells of 5th level or lower. This doesn't exactly fall into that category, but we're going to say that it soaks half the damage. You take 16 points of lightning damage, and the globe just shatters.
I am dead.
Whoa! All right.
Unconscious.
I am unconscious.
Yep.
Falling into a battlefield, a
So-
perfectly
well,
safe
no, he-
battlefield.
How far from us is he? Far.
It's going to be a little while before you catch up with him. He is unconscious and bleeding. He found the entrance, and the fly spell slowly deactivates, so he doesn't just drop like a rock, but his his unconscious form just sort of flutters down.
Just kind of
I
circles
maintain
down.
that if we'd slept first, you wouldn't have been dead in an hour.
The
Yeah.
sky closes up
well.
again as the terrible fortress of Terra Nimbus vanishes.
That's the question. Was this the death that was foretold?
Wonderful.
Raiden certainly thinks so.
Could be.
I'm stuck on your tablet.
Has
there we go.
from our
drama.
high ground position on top of the trees, can we see where he has landed?
Did we see him
Yes.
go down? We saw him go down.
That was the 40 sub-act of God.
Has he landed in the middle of a warring tribe?
He's landed past one in a hole in the rock.
Oh, he's landed on Dotain's rock.
Yeah, he found it. He found a good. He made a good perception check. He found an entrance. He
right.
was beelining for it, and the good news is he made it.
Well, let's go.
Right,
Let's,
he's
let's,
just unconscious.
let's try to get to him.
Right.
Yeah. We're still riding.
Yeah,
through the
I'm
trees
just
right
going to
now.
continue
Yeah.
riding the trees, but
Same.
now I have a destination. I need to get to my grandfather, who was such a moron that he decided to ride straight past Vinda towards Dotain's rock.
As we go to, I try to just relay how to play the song that soothes the trees.
Okay.
So one of my very best.
Do you have a skill check that you could use? I'd allow performance unless you have something else that you
Yeah,
think
I think
makes more
performance
sense.
would probably be the best for me.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, that's pretty good. 13 plus 9 is 22.
Great. You teach the tormented trees of the Foamhor Woods this a magical song that soothes
Right.
their pain.
It's called Ode to Trees.
Original.
And it shall
Yeah.
echo in the Sylvan Woods forevermore.
That's right.
Ode to trees.
Ode to trees.
Ode to
That was the tree was a very peaceful tree in my homeland.
The legendary tree of
That's right. It
Elmspire.
reminds me the tree of Elmspire.
Yes,
It
yes.
reminds me of the tree.
The
from my
Bardic
youth.
College was actually built around the tree.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. So
How did you know?
he is going to start making death saving throws. He will have to make a total. He's going to basically just roll them because it's going to take you at least a minute to get there until he dies or doesn't die, unless you have some way to speed yourselves up. Let's start off with a banger. Did you already have one failed save? Who had one failed save?
I had one failed save.
All right.
I think I should.
I thought you had 2 failed saves
I should.
because he was like dead for a while in the dreaming.
On my thing it says I have none, but I think I've got 2.
Okay.
So let's
You had a
put 'em
couple at
in.
least.
All right. Then does anyone have any way to get to him immediately before he could die instantly on making this dice roll?
I don't believe I
I don't know. Hang on.
do. I don't have
What
anything
does
that speeds me
Parasite
up.
of the Sea do? I can't get there. Nope.
I can't remember the items that I had with me. I know that I have some kind of helm of something, but I forgot.
The
what
Helm
it
of Dread. It makes you scary.
Yes, and I also have just like a frozen mammoth's femur or something. But
Yeah.
can't say how that would be useful either. As I see him go down, I'm going to again delve into the ley lines and try and picture the way in my head. Is there a ley line that runs? Are we along a ley line?
So it's not like a specific mapped out thing that, this goes from here to here. It's like there's a connection between this and this. And it flows somewhat all around you. Dotan's rock is it's a very odd sort of knot of ley lines, but many of those are earth focused. There's earth because it flows out into the earth, and there's sky. Those are the 2 primary ones. And I mean, they're all around here. You're
Are
adjacent
you
to them.
fast?
I'm acrobatic.
are you fast?
Well, I mean, we have to stay with the trees. Otherwise, we're going to get caught up in this battle. We can't afford to make a run for it.
Yeah, but if I warded you against damage so that you couldn't be hit by attacks.
That doesn't sound plausible.
All right.
How
about you, fast man?
Maybe.
I'd be willing to run. For my grandfather, yeah. Give me whatever you can and I'll make a run for it.
All right.
I could actually make you invisible if you want to.
How far away are we?
100 feet.
100 feet.
Well, I don't see that both can't
It's very
help.
slow going. The trees move at like 20 feet around.
All right. Come here, Marcus. We'll make you invisible and I'll ward you a sanctuary.
Yep. It'll last up to 1 hour.
Do you have any healing spells on you? All right.
No.
So I suppose I'm running. Then I guess it'll be me. Can you make me invisible?
I can make myself invisible. I think I'm the better acrobat.
I literally just asked you if you could run.
Well,
I just asked you if you could run,
I thought
Bendis.
he was gonna do it.
All right, well, that's
Did it.
fair.
It was fine. He's most qualified. But if he's not gonna do it, then I'm the most qualified. I was thinking I could try to draw a door with the
What are you
paint, but
implying exactly?
Here,
I'm
here,
just
don't-
more acrobatic.
Don't
What?
worry,
Much
don't worry.
time
About
has
to die
passed.
while
I
you're-
think I'm dead.
I'm gonna just let me do it. I'll take
No, you
Galan's.
can't heal anything.
Galan has a healer's kit.
Wait.
I take Galan's
Oh.
healer's kit.
right.
I'm good enough with first aid. I'll bring him around. I'll stabilize him until you arrive.
All right, I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on you.
Okay.
I'll cast invisibility on him.
So if anyone does try to attack you, they have to make a Wisdom saving throw. If they fail, they have to choose a new target or they lose the attack.
All right.
So they basically can't attack you if they don't save.
You vanish, and you are warded with the protective fury of Liban, Sovereign of the Seas. Can you cross 100 feet in one round?
No.
Great. Roll a death saving throw.
It was all for nothing.
2 though.
2.
Yeah, so don't worry. All you have to do is save this one.
It's a 50-50, right?
It's
Roll-
a little better than 50-50. It's a 55-45. You have to roll 10 or higher.
Oh, okay.
Just roll higher than a 10. It's real easy.
10 or higher.
Just roll higher than a 10 and you survive until I get to you.
Oh, 13.
So close.
That's a success.
So as this is happening, I am running direct beeline with my shield up in my left hand, just punting people out of the way if they're in the way.
Two mighty warriors of the Arugula clan run screaming towards each other and then sort of bounce off as you just hustle right between them.
Oh yeah, I'm just dashing with my shield in front of me,
All right.
so I can cross 60 per
Which means you
6
reach-
seconds, I suppose. So I reach him on the
He
second.
only has to make one check. I gotta look up how healer's kit works.
I have no idea how heals kit works.
probably
I
for
just-
As an
Stabilizing,
action,
I
you
would
can
imagine.
expend one use of the it to stabilize a creature that has 0 hit points without having to make a wisdom medicine check.
Oh my god, that's better than I thought. I thought I would have to roll some medicine check, and I'm not proficient.
Nope. You just
Okay.
slap
No,
a
but I
poultice
am.
on him. You
I-
stop the bleed. You
Yeah,
stop the
Oh,
smoldering.
you stopped my
I
bleeding?
lay down next to you, and I'm trying to check to see where he's been injured. There's obviously some gaping fucking wound from the lightning. And I'm gonna rip out the medicine
gaping
kit and
wizard.
start bandaging you up, and then just cradle your head. Oh, my poor grandfather. Shush, my.
The other
shush.
two make it as the trees drop you off in a crevasse and you're able to sneak your way
I
to him.
whisper to the trees, "Thank you. Go forth in peace and live a happy life."
They're humming the Ode to the Tree
Right.
as they slowly return to their original place.
I pat the branch gently as I
Yep.
disembark. No pun intended.
All right, so he's at 0 and he has 2 failed death saves.
No, nobody. Okay.
What did you say?
Well,
Disembark.
Oh,
he's already been stabilized, right?
Yes, he has been stabilized. He is at 0 hit points.
Okay.
disembark. That's awful.
That was really one of the worst
Well,
ever.
I guess I'm gonna have to burn
And
one of my last spell
Joe's gonna kill
slots.
us all.
Almost did.
I'm gonna use Cure Wounds.
Yeah, I definitely spec this entire end game for you guys not having a long rest. That's a thing I definitely did.
Don't worry, I'm sure
I literally
we'll
have
find a
2
cave
spell
to rest
slots
in.
left, and they're both first level.
You will not find a cave to rest in.
I've got 2 level 1s, 1 level 2, and I can cast a lot of cantrips.
I have
Mage hand
cantrips
it up.
that are fairly useless, and
Well,
I can heal
hey.
people. Okay.
Hey,
Your Song of the Trees.
yeah.
Actually, this seems like a really good time.
Oh,
That might have been one of your best compositions ever. It was
I agree.
not suited for humanoid audiences at all. And maybe that's been the problem this whole time.
You got to find your audience.
You've been playing to the wrong audience. They've been hearing this brrr, and they hate it, and it sounds like trash, but to the trees, it resonates with their very core, their very soul. You really are a poet. You really are worthy of the chaplet that you pulled out of his basement, and its magical powers have just awakened.
Oh, wow.
Check your inventory for the item that I put on there earlier.
Oh, wait. Where? In my character?
Yeah.
Where is it? Under extras or equipment?
Yeah,
Where is it?
equipment.
Other possessions?
And what was that? Sorry.
It was the Elmspire chaplet. It was like this poetry thing
yeah.
that nobody ever cast Identify or Detect Magic or anything on. Has it been magical this whole time?
Yeah, just well, there it is.
I haven't refreshed it since I logged in. All right. Let me check. Under equipment, all.
Should be there.
I don't see anything.
Let me take a look at your shit. Watch me have accidentally given it to the wrong person. Equipment.
Well, am I not dead?
You're not dead. Did anyone give him any magical healing?
I'm doing it.
He's stable at the moment. That's all I could do.
I was just double checking my.
Well, I'll just message you its properties.
Okay. And discard?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I'm going to use Healing Word on him. Sorry, I lied to you. I'm going to use Cure Wounds because it's the same level spell and I can reach you.
That's better. Yeah, that's better.
You get 10 hit points.
Ooh.
You awaken.
Oh, boy, sword the other side.
What's it like?
What did it
They
look
kept-
like?
They kept trying to.
Meanwhile, when you awaken, you just see my hand right in front of your face for a second. It's just like a blue hand covering both of your eyes.
Oh, don't make me walk through the gate, please.
What?
What?
What are you talking about? What,
Oh my word, I'm alive.
what are you doing flying off like that, you idiot?
Well, you're right, you died, so I guess that's done. Can
wow.
we rest now?
That's solid.
It's pretty good, right?
Pretty great. Yeah.
No, I'm still going to die. We gotta reach the bottom of Dotain's rock.
I literally can't save you but once more.
We gotta go.
If you die again, you're dead.
We must go.
How long has it been now?
What?
If I die, you're all dead. Well, I suppose he could live too. Bendis is fairly useful.
How long do you,
know
think
what?
you have
See,
left?
maybe just Bendis and I do this.
What?
He's busy attuning to his magical crown of elm and honeysuckle.
Right. What's what was it again? I mean, it was an instrument though, right?
No.
Oh, it functions as that.
It functions as an instrument of the bards, but it's
yeah,
it's a chaplet for poets.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I remember now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is funny because you were digging around there saying, "Oh, is there like an instrument or anything magical down there?" Which there was not.
I got it.
Watch episode 2.
It happened.
It's in
Does it
Marcus's
do anything?
inventory because I'm not clever. Thank you.
No.
Yeah, it does a lot of stuff.
Okay. It's probably pretty good. Well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna walk. Just my one sole goal. I've realized.
You find that you know the way.
I want to just walk directly towards it,
All right.
whether it's coming to me or not, ignoring any pleas of people trying to rest
Where are you going, Tiberius?
Rest is for the weak.
We're beaten up. We can barely move.
Time is of the essence. I'm about to die.
Well, let us at least sneak towards the destination. Let us be stealthy.
No. I'm rushing towards it as fast as I can.
Okay. Let us go then.
None of my custom stuff is showing up when I search on his character sheet, which is odd. Well, that's fine. We'll fix it later. You descend where one band of heroes climbed to the very top and the vault of clouds of Dotan's Rock. You go deeper and deeper through the goblin warrens, through the places where the ogres have done battle, into the ancient heart of the rock.
Tiberius, how do you know you're going the right way?
I know. I can feel it in my bones.
Couldn't we stay a while and rest?
No.
We are so weary. We've traveled hundreds of miles. I haven't slept in days.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'll rest when I'm dead.
You may die.
Very shortly.
We may all die.
In 15 minutes. Anyway, time is of the essence. I'm pressing on. I'm going.
At last, you find yourselves at the heart of Dotain's Rock. In a cave, with a few entrances on each side, like the valves of a heart. It dips down in the center, and at that center is an emptiness you just cannot look at. When you try to look directly into it, it's like when you press on your eyes and just strange patterns and colors emerge, just an empty blankness, and the room spins, and it's just standing near it makes you start to lose your equilibrium. Up looks like down, the walls look like ceilings, and those of you attuned to magic, which is all of you, just feel it vibrating in your very bones. But you can see it. A cloud of swirling colors bubbling up like ink floating through the air and then collapsing back on themselves, pulsing in this place. And you, Marcus, perceive it as a place where the ley lines touch and then reform and then split and then drain off and then go in a direction that does not even exist to a place that shouldn't even be real before folding back in on themselves. This is the Wild Heart. And it is just spewing magic in every direction. Motes of magic popping out from it and swirling outwards, filling the chamber at the edge of which you stand with a maelstrom of dangerous energy.
This place is chaos incarnate.
Yep.
What did you do to this place?
Yep.
That's not an answer.
I
Eloquent.
know. I don't have answers for you. A long time ago,
Artelain said you snorted this.
Well, he doesn't know. I mean, the man's never snorted anything in his life.
Try snorting the dust then. There's dirt on the ground. Maybe that's what she did.
Don't snort the dust on the ground.
Is there something magical in the dust?
No,
Maybe
no.
Bendis, you want to try snorting the dust?
Don't snort the dust, Bendis.
I don't know.
I think you should.
I'm
You're
gonna
the
walk
most
towards
qualified
it.
to try.
All
Like
right.
dust.
Roll an Arcana check.
20. Dirty 20.
All right. You can perceive, just by your proximity, that it has been disrupted. Normally, it was just sort of sitting here dormant. Again, an odd lump in the multiverse from somewhere else. A well that led to unknown depths. But it's sort of sloshing and spilling and spiraling right now. It's very dangerous to approach it. You will risk coming in contact with the floating clouds of arcane energy.
Well,
What are we supposed to do with this?
I'll be honest with you, Bendis. If I knew, I would have already done it. But
That's a good point.
yep, I don't know. Can they see what's before them?
Yeah, you can see just various clouds of oddly colored sparks and liquid pulsing out of this space and then spiraling outwards.
Well, last time it was giants, and we had to balance the elements. Do we know which elements these are?
These
Roll an
don't
Arcana
even-
check.
These don't even seem like elements. It
Arcana
just seems
check?
like chaos.
I have to roll an Arcana check? Oh, God.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, if you're trying to identify elements, you can use Arcana, you can use Nature.
They're going to be equally bad. Let's see. Oh, I rolled a 2.
You can just tell they're surging clouds of magical power.
I mean, they're pretty.
They are pretty.
Well,
Oh, that one looks like a bunny.
I'm going to cast a floating disc into the center to see what happens
Okay.
when some object is put in the middle of it.
You're going to send this. Okay, so you cast floating disc. You create this field of force, and then you send it out, and it is going to collide with one of the motes of magical energy. Roll a d10.
Okay.
this will end well. I can tell.
3.
3. Okay. It strikes a shimmering, multicolored, very bright and sparkly sort of bit of magical power, and teleports to the other side of the room.
The disc teleports.
Yes. And now that you're looking at it, you notice that there are several of these vibrant sort of pastels and greens arcing around, almost like the wings of butterflies. You notice several of them are in this cloud of chaos.
This stuff is far stranger and more powerful than we encountered last time. I don't know what to do with it.
Step aside, kiddos. I'm going to use the staff of power to just try to stretch out my back.
Okay.
You look old.
I'm going to point it
You're
towards
old.
it, and I'm going to cast Wall of Force in the form of a dome and
Okay.
try and contain the magical energies.
Oh,
Okay.
solid plan.
A dome of shimmering force appears over the heart. And the remaining magical motes outside of it wink out of existence. Inside, however, it starts to spawn these... And they start to churn and mix. And some of them, when they come together, they fuse and turn into something new. And some of them, when they come together, they annihilate violently in a flash of wild magic.
Yikes.
Roll an Arcana check.
7.
All right. Well, you can tell there are many different kinds of magical energy here. You would say some of them are just pure wild magic, and there's probably 8 other types. That's all you've been able to discern.
Would religion help at all?
Roll a religion check.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. You recognize the power, the essence of Liban in some of these. The sovereign of the sea, the sovereign of elemental water. Some of these floating motes of power are water motes.
Some of it's water. My goddess is in those ones.
Oh, yes. It appears to be a mix of elements, all sorts. Wild magic as well. I believe it may need healing. It wasn't like this when I came here. And
Well, you
I
made
was
me
able to
burn my
soothe the ley
healing.
lines before with my songs.
that we have. Do you still have some songs?
Yeah, I've always got another tune.
What about slam poetry?
Oh, I could do some of that too.
It's quite chaotic. Yes, give it a go, and I'll
Sure.
infuse it with my wild magic.
All right. I do have a drum with me, according to my inventory. Actually,
Try it.
I pulled out. I'm like
Oh,
inside the cave. Motes traveling. Trees outside. They're happy now. And I look around.
And I'm going to imbue his words with wild magic as the healing wave starts to pass towards
Okay.
him.
Perform.
Roll perform with advantage. That was
With
pretty
advantage.
good. That was
Thank
pretty
you.
good.
Oh, thank goodness I get advantage. Oh my gosh. Can I roll with double advantage?
May not roll with super advantage. Are you the only member of the party who didn't take
so-
lucky?
No, I do have
I
lucky.
didn't take
I have lucky.
lucky.
That's right.
Well, you may roll with super
Lucky.
advantage.
Am I the only one in the
rolled
party
even
who didn't
worse.
take lucky?
Possibly. So, of your 3 rolls, which was the best roll?
Well, thankfully my performance is high, so even with my worst roll of an 8, I still have a 17.
Okay. Well, that's not bad. So,
It's horrifically bad. All right. Where's
All
my
right.
lucky stuff?
So, here's what happens. As you channel wild magic into it, it becomes more volatile. As you channel slam poetry into it, you notice that some of those sort of butterfly-looking energy clouds that you saw earlier, they're poof, 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 poof with the drums.
Nice.
They're feeling it.
We're jiving.
Those are probably connected to the other world, the Feywild,
Cool.
and they are responding to your music.
All right, I'm going to keep it up.
Faden, I thought you said, "Oh," at one point.
I did, but then I don't know. I was gonna try and make his voice louder, but then I realized I could only make my voice louder. So, never mind.
You seem to be making it worse, Tiberius.
Yeah, I'm going to pull back my wild magic and stop trying to blow it up.
Okay.
Sometimes, though, you got to blow it up to make it better.
Well, I'd rather not be in the blast radius when it does blow up.
True.
Roll an Arcana check when you try to withdraw your wild magic.
Not one, baby.
Everybody roll a D10.
Oh, come on, bro.
4?
0.
0,
Or I guess that's a 10, right?
1.
4.
0, 4, 1, 4.
A 0 is a 10.
In this case, it's 0.
Yeah.
Don't ruin all my
Well, fine.
efforts with slam poetry.
Sorry.
All that amazing
Wild
slam
magic.
poetry.
That's right.
You've just...
You know me. Uh-oh.
That's amazing.
That's not a good look.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right.
This can only end
That's
up well.
amazing.
That's amazing.
That sounds like the worst thing a DM could ever say.
Oh, no.
Or amazing. Oh, wait. Damn it, now I have an idea.
Well, you can still do stuff if you want to do stuff.
If we live through whatever this is.
I'd like to know what just happened.
Oh, you'll find out very shortly.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
Is it a double one? It's not the double one.
What are you thinking? What's puzzling you, Faden?
I'm like sitting there holding the amulet that I brought from Tiberius's basement, and I'm kind of like puzzling over it as I sort of look at it and look up at the orb. And I'm well, you see the Kraken's ink in here.
Is it?
Yeah,
Powerful stuff.
it's quite powerful.
Don't use it in tattoos.
Well,
Sure.
it's not for a tattoo.
Well, you can use it in many ways.
But I wonder, we use it to create a sort of magical show. These beautiful patterns when I was a child that could be used to soothe or distract, and it has, weaponry applications as well as everything does, but even the beautiful things. But I wonder if I could make it mirror what's happening or counter, if we could counter the movements in the pattern somehow with a pattern of our own.
Wouldn't you need some kind of a pool of water or something to dance the ink around it? What are you
Well, no,
planning to
that's
do?
just it. I'd have to use the ink, but it's a spell. It doesn't need water.
Well, as long as you don't use it as a tattoo or lube, those are the two
Don't-
things
yeah.
I've been
Well,
told.
think about it. Let's see what just happened, though.
Tiberius
What
doesn't have the
happened?
heart.
Did anything happen when those dice got rolled when Tiberius blew shit up?
Yes, something happened.
Oh, okay. We just didn't see anything.
You haven't noticed it yet.
We'll find out.
Because you haven't had a chance to do anything. So a round hasn't passed. So the thing hasn't happened.
Well,
Oh,
we maybe we should rest here and think on it for a while.
I can't rest. I'll die.
you keep saying that, but you already died. Plus, if we rest and you die, I can bring you back.
Leave me here
true.
to think about it.
All right, I'm gonna rest. I'm closing my eyes.
Bren, change your age on your character sheet to 96.
That's only like a year older, isn't it?
How old is your character?
93, I believe.
Oh, then change your age to 92.
Oh.
Feel a little bit more spry.
You feel more.
I have no idea where it is on my character sheet.
You feel more
Should be
spry.
under description.
Yeah. I believe so.
Yeah, it was 93, so it's 92 now.
92, huh?
You feel
Curious case of Tiberius Flanderstave.
what you? I thought you said you were dying, and now you feel better.
That's true.
Reference
Oh,
game on
It's true.
point.
Thank you.
I suddenly just feel a lot more, I don't know, spry.
Well, do you still feel like you're dying?
Yep. Yep, still gonna die.
Wall of Force
Sprightly
will
die.
last for 10 minutes. You do not have time to take a short rest before the chaotic energies begin surging again.
Oh. What's a short
I
rest?
have a plan. I have a plan, but
1 hour.
you should all leave.
1
We
hour.
should leave.
Yes.
Long rest is 8.
Won't he be
Elves
dead?
get to take it in 4. Go ahead.
Theoretically, if I was to, once again, theoretically speaking, break Artelain's staff near the source,
That seems like a bad idea.
may transport it to another plane.
It may break the fucking world as well. Didn't he say it would explode very viciously? Or didn't you say that's what happened when you broke it in the first place?
I intended to do that, though. I'm sure if I think very hard about transporting...
Bren, change the age on your character sheet to 91.
I'm sure if I... Oh, my back! Oh,
What's happening?
I don't know. I just feel like one of my... one of my discs had slipped out a while ago. It's back in place.
Oh, good. I mean, maybe you're not dying. Maybe you're getting better.
Wow. All right.
Maybe it just feels
Power
like
of
you're
poetry. Yeah. You're welcome.
Well, maybe if we were to break the staff near the area, it would transport all of it to another plane, and it wouldn't be our problem anymore.
That's a good point.
Then
How do
the
you know?
staff would be broken, and who knows where we'd be.
Well, we would find a way to
Are
do
you
it.
trying to drive me away from yet another family?
No, we would just find a way to get away and do it remotely.
I don't
Do
believe
you
it works that way.
actually care about anyone but yourself?
What do you mean?
Well, I was just asking.
Well, anyway, it's just my idea. Just throwing it out there.
Minus 1 year, please.
Minus, yes. Well,
I'm going to pray. In the meantime, I get just down on my knees and I sort of hold that pendant out in front of me and start praying to Liban.
Okay.
I'm going to sit in the corner as well and start trying to puzzle over what I can see of the movement. I see that the ley lines are going somewhere else, right? You said it was going off to a different realm at some point. Do I have any idea of what that realm is? Whether dream or fae or underworld?
So you're going to study the shimmering lights.
Yeah.
I'm going to have you roll an Arcana check.
A 9.
A 9. Okay, and I'm going to have you roll a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, God. A 6.
Okay. This, your head hurts as you watch this. You're just seeing everything fold in and over itself again and again. Roll percentile dice.
Oh, God.
Minus 1 year, please.
How does this work? This is a 8.
8.
Wait, which one goes first?
Does one of them have 2? Like
Yes.
a 0? Yeah, that one's the tens place.
Okay, so it's 80.
80. Okay. I have good news and I have bad news.
Oh,
The
wonderful.
good news is you are starting to understand what is happening. The strands just flowing through this hole in the universe. They are the 4 elements. They're tied to the 4 elements, and they are tied to the 4 kingdoms. And it's all unraveling.
God, I'm
through
beginning
this
to get
spot.
it.
But unfortunately,
That is way creepier without eyebrows.
It's disturbing.
you are now overcome by an incredible need to eat dirt.
Oh! God, start shoveling dirt into my mouth.
What are you doing?
What the hell?
Stop it.
I think
Stop doing
Hey, does that taste good?
Stop. So untie my bloody hell.
I'm gonna dip my fingers in the.
Stop eating the bloody dirt.
it's important, Tiberius. It's
dirt.
important.
It's only dirt.
I need to eat as much dirt as possible.
Somebody
Why?
bloody
Dude,
tie the boy
dirt.
up.
In
I
between,
don't have
It's only
rope.
dirt.
in between bites of dirt, I'm gonna try and explain
Why don't you hold person on him?
what I've learned about this. So, what did you say? That it was the 4 elementals combining.
There's the 4 elements.
Yep.
Unraveling and then annihilating and combining, and there's the 4 kingdoms: the mortal world, the sky kingdom, the other world, and the underworld. That is what and then plus wild magic. So those are the 9 types of energy motes that are present: the elements and the 4 kingdoms.
9 important types.
You're going to destroy your stomach.
That's not gonna feel good coming out the other end.
I'm gonna cast Hold Monster
I
on
want
him.
out a
Okay,
crucial
roll. What type of
monster.
saving throw is that?
I think you broke your tooth.
The tooth comes.
A
flying
wisdom
out.
saving throw.
Okay. A 4.
Yeah, you don't save that.
All right, he stops eating dirt.
You're held in place.
Galen sort of comes around the side, gets his water skin, starts squirting it in your mouth to like rinse out some of the hard packed dirt that's in there. Is this normal?
Yeah, well, it is when we're here.
It's
Galen,
not
yeah.
surprising per se.
Hey, say, Gallon.
Yeah.
Gallon, feed me dirt. Gallon,
Don't-
I need to eat
don't-
dirt.
Don't
feed him
feed
dirt,
him
Galen.
They
dirt.
don't
don't.
understand, Gallon, but it's
You don't
really
need to eat
important.
dirt. No, but-
Otherwise, we will all die.
No,
Say,
no, no.
Gallon.
It's not
Don't
great
What
dirt.
if
feed
you
him
just
dirt.
walked into that?
Oh, I don't know. That's a lot. And there's a big glowing thing in
I'm
the
gonna
way.
use my my crown to use my once per day charm person on him.
On Galen?
No, on Marcus.
Oh, God, I thought
To
you were
be-
going to.
No, on Marcus
Just
to
charm him
be
to
like
walk into
that's
the
enough.
mouth.
That's enough dirt. I don't think you really want to have any more dirt.
Okay,
you know?
roll a what is
Yeah,
that? Wisdom saving
enough.
throw?
It's a wisdom saving
Yeah,
throw.
roll wisdom saving
or it's
throw.
against my charisma, is it? Something like that? I don't even
What'd
know.
you
I think
roll?
it's wisdom saving. I rolled a 6.
Let me look at
It
it.
doesn't matter. You roll a 6.
Oh, okay, great.
You still really want to eat dirt, but your best friend in the whole world doesn't want you to eat
It would really
dirt.
disappoint me if you ate dirt, Marcus.
But I really want to eat dirt.
I know. Let me play you a
Bren,
song to make you
Minus
feel
1
better.
year, please.
I want to eat the dirt, though.
No, I'm sorry. You'll understand when you're older.
You're still held.
Don't lick the dirt. Don't lick the dirt.
Can't do anything.
Still out.
You can roll a new saving. Meanwhile, while this is happening, are the two of you doing? You have to concentrate on this spell.
I'm trying to convince our friend to walk into the wild.
I still have to concentrate if it comes from the staff.
Yes. The staff provides the motive power of the spell, but you're still providing focus. Okay, roll persuasion check with disadvantage to convince him to walk into the. How are you convincing him? Like, what's your argument here to get him to
You
walk
said
into
you
the
wanted
maelstrom?
to be a great adventurer. You'd be the greatest adventurer in this story if you're the first one to walk in there.
Roll with disadvantage.
Don't kill Galen.
11.
11. I'm kind of hoping to go on one of those adventures where you get to go home and sit by the fire and tell all your friends the stories of all the things.
Yeah,
you
it happens
saw.
after.
Pretty great.
I don't think you people really know what's happening and don't know what could happen to me. And I'm made of meat, and I might.
You came, didn't you? That was your choice.
Yeah, and none.
So
of
maybe you're the one who doesn't know what's happening.
I'm gonna.
So you
sit
should
with
listen.
the dirt eating guy and let you figure this out before we send anyone walking into the big bubble of
Listen,
death.
Listen to me. I'll stop eating the dirt if you just listen to me for 1 second, please.
What? Tell me. Speak.
It's the four kingdoms and the four elements and the wild magic are coming together here. We need to combine them all in some way, or at least settle them all.
Oh, wait. What are the four kingdoms again?
The Sky Kingdom, the mortal world, the other world, and the underworld.
I can keep slamming out some poetry. It seems like it's having a positive effect.
I
The
don't
Sky
understand how we do
Kingdom,
it,
the
but
mortal world, the other world, and the underworld? How are we supposed to bring those together?
Well,
we start with the elements at the very least.
the elements.
Well, you had that pitchfork tuning fork, whatever the bloody hell.
That's long gone now.
Is that the underworld?
Yeah, I lost it. Trying to find a new one. Wait, what's that? What? I feel like I hear something.
Footsteps in the tunnel behind you.
Did
Brent,
you bring
subtract
my
1 year,
pitchfork?
please.
Mistakes might have been made.
I really want to eat some dirt, Tiberius.
Please don't eat the dirt.
Please let me eat the dirt.
I don't want
Did
to.
you say roll
I kind of
perception?
Oh,
Yeah, roll
Marcus,
perception.
you know
Oh,
I
okay.
can never say no to you.
I'm fairly perceptive.
Perception?
15?
Oh. I rolled a 1.
11.
13.
Like a crit fail.
Ooh. Well, it's a skill check, so it's not quite as bad.
I have a +7 to perception, though, so is that an 8?
You hear
Yeah.
footsteps, ironclad footsteps, many of them approaching down the tunnel opposite from you.
Problematic.
Let me turn around. Let me see who it is at least. I promise I won't eat any of your dirt. I won't eat any
Release
dirt.
my hold.
I know
on
you
him.
won't.
All right, he releases the hold. The charm is still in effect.
While he's looking away, I eat some dirt.
How dare you betray our friendship like this?
I'm gonna tap him on the shoulder and use my cantrip resistance on him. So you get a D4 to add to one of your saving throws.
Great. The short-term madness of eating dirt lasts for 9 minutes,
Okay, wonderful.
It's a lot of dirt.
but you have resistance on you.
Okay.
Do you do anything else? You have 1 round before whoever is marching down that tunnel arrives.
And then I'm going to kind of also pat Bendis on the arm and give him guidance.
Okay. Are either those concentration spells?
What does that mean?
Yes, they are. So I lied. I'm not going to do the second one. I'm just going to give Marcus resistance.
Great.
Use my last 2 charges to cast levitate
Okay.
and float above this swirling moat.
Okay. The wall of forces. So you're floating above it, and there's this sphere of this dome of green energy containing this maelstrom of power.
I'm going to run around the other side so that the people who are coming towards us are the swirling moat and Tiberius are between us. So it's like if they were to get to me, they would have to pass through this
Got it.
swirling moat kind of area. I don't know whether that's where we were in the beginning.
Yeah. No, that's fine. We can
Okay.
easily do that.
I can collapse the tunnel if you want.
That would have
I can
been-
cast shatter and I'll collapse the tunnel.
Okay.
We don't know who they are. They might be helpful.
Oh, I have an idea.
Do we need help?
The armies of Hortan are outside.
All right, bear with me. I could cast Thunderwave and push all this Huzimawat shits at them, and we could see what happens.
Oh.
I'm levitating.
We don't know who
I
they
don't know if it
are.
would push it though.
We don't know who they are.
Bren, -1 year,
You
please.
want to wait and find out? Really?
God, by the way, Tiberius, you look stunning for your age.
Yes, I feel a little bit more spry.
You have been looking
What are you
better
up to?
lately. Have you been working out?
87, yeah.
87.
Yeah.
A young 87. Yeah, but like, I mean, do you really think the only people you
86
saw
now.
out there were just a bunch of evil warrior dudes?
Oh, we're here.
It's a hat.
We're not evil warrior dudes.
Yeah.
Galen goes, yeah, we're not.
Yeah, that's true, Galen.
Shush, Galen.
Galen, are you secretly an evil warrior, dude?
Nope.
All right. That's good to know.
Well,
Galen's evil.
I trust him.
I'm suspicious. Although, I thought I heard that tuning fork, so maybe they're bringing it back to me. Maybe they know I lost it.
Probably not.
Yeah. No?
I don't think so. Everybody get behind the moat.
Everyone.
I'm just waiting for
Right.
who comes in now.
All right.
The woman who attacked you at Killadar's trail walks into the tunnel.
Shatter. Mouth of the tunnel. As soon as I see her, I'm like, nope. Shatter right at the mouth of the tunnel.
I like the cut of your jib. Boing. What spell slot?
It's a second
Great.
little spell
Roll
slot.
3d8 thunder damage.
Okay. And I will center it like right at the top of like the tunnel entrance to attempt to collapse it.
For sure.
That is quite a good roll. 16 plus 2 8s and a 6. That's
Damn, 24.
24. Yeah, 24 plus.
no,
it's
it's
just
not.
it. Yeah.
That's 22.
Yeah, whatever.
Math is hard.
It is.
Okay.
22.
The tunnel partially collapses with that much damage. Rocks fall. Nobody dies. She is going to take some damage. I'm going to roll a saving throw. That is a 7.
Oh,
And it's constitution based. So yeah, she takes the full damage.
nice.
And the tunnel partially collapses, and she stumbles backwards. Since he just cast that, do the two of you do anything? Looking in there, you see not only her, but there are lots of people in the tunnel behind her, and there's a hawk on her arm.
How far away are we from her?
40 feet.
Okay. I'm not going to do anything then.
Okay.
Yeah, 40 feet. Tiberius is a little bit closer. Faden.
I cast Fireball.
Okay. That's understandable.
Have a nice day.
Have a
I
nice
mean, they're
day.
kind of like trapped. They're moving slowly through the tunnel now.
Yeah, I mean,
Partially
it's
collapsed.
fire. This is what we call in the business standard fireball formation. Roll 8d6.
8d6. That ain't bad.
7, 8. Yep, I can count.
solid.
Bad roll.
Yeah, could have done with the good roll.
You did a lot better when you fragged yourself with
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
lightning bolt
yeah.
from that.
That's a really bad roll. 3 1s.
Not ideal, but well, not too bad anyway. 11, 15, 19, 21, 24.
24. Well, she failed again.
It's a low damage fireball. Wow.
really
Yeah.
is. Look, that happens when you get older, you know?
I guess. Yeah.
When you get older, but you're getting younger.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, it's like actually on average.
Yeah.
for Fireball.
Yeah, that's pretty
It's
average.
exactly on average.
Is it?
Yep.
What did you roll?
24.
From 8d6.
The average roll of a d6 is 3.5.
Ah, well, just below average.
So that should be 7 times 4, so 28. Yeah. That's,
Bad roll.
That's pretty close.
Okay.
All right. A sonic boom rips through the tunnel, and a blast of fire just flies from your hands as you just unleash hell. Thaden, do you do anything?
How many people do I see coming?
It's kind of hard to tell because there's fire and there's collapsing shit. You would say there are at least 7.
All right. I'm going to tell everyone to close their eyes.
I close my eyes.
And I'm going to
I
hold
brush my
out
teeth.
the amulet. Like, knowing I think
Look
I know what
away.
it's going to do, I'm holding out the amulet from the basement. And I would like reach out with my other hand and pinch the Kraken's ink from between it to like kind of crush it and cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Okay.
So they need to make I have to make a con saving throw.
Let's do their stuff first, and then
and
we'll
they
do your
have to
stuff.
make a wisdom saving throw.
All right.
I don't know how to determine what their wisdom save is, though.
It's whatever your spell DC.
So 15.
Okay. Well, half of them fail. So this, as she crushes it and calls upon the aberrant power of the one flesh trapped and forced to serve in this amulet, this shimmering, oily, multicolored pattern just flows out into the air, bubbling and churning, and it's very pretty, but very unearthly. And half of them are transfixed, just staring at it. But at their lead, she sort of shakes her head, growling as she fends off pieces of rubble and fire.
And I guess I make a
Constitution saving throw.
throw.
Yep.
Pretty solid.
What you got?
15.
Great. You don't
Not
need
bad.
dirt. You use one charge. All right. That was the opening salvo. Since we'll be skipping the monologue appetizer and going straight to dessert, let's
Sorry about that.
let's roll for initiative. Bren,
Wonderful.
-1 year, please.
-1 year.
Oh, nice.
You are going to start getting powerful if you survive.
I don't think I'm going to survive.
He's going to be a baby by the end of this.
Rolled in 7 for my initiative.
22.
All right,
22
everyone,
for
hold
mine.
on to those numbers for one moment, please.
All right. It's the best initiative roll ever.
We are all
My
incredibly low.
initiative is 14, and I want to grab a glass of water. Do you mind telling?
Sure.
them real
Okay,
fast?
hold
Does
on to
anyone
that.
else want water?
Did anybody roll above?
Can I
Take orders first, and then we'll go from here.
that beer? Is it possible to drink one?
Yeah, they're in the
Great.
fridge.
Yeah, if you would mind.
Do you guys need
Thank
to
you.
drink?
No, I'm good, thanks.
Joe, do you need anything?
Water would be great.
Should we take an intermission?
I'm fine. Yeah, let's
Cut
take.
it
Let's
out
take.
in
Let's,
the middle?
Well, let me get initiative done because that's work I can do right
Sure.
now.
Do that, and then we'll do this.
Okay.
No, you gave me your number. You can,
Yeah,
you can
we'll
go.
know your
Come
number.
back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do an intermission.
Oh,
We're-
don't
this is
forget your hat.
the big finale combat. Everyone,
Oh.
take 5. We'll talk to chat.
Okay.
Let me
All
just
right.
do my homework. I mean, it could be a combat. We'll see how you guys handle this.
Well, we started off very diplomatically. Yeah.
Hi, shatter immediately.
I wanted to give us more time to fix things, you know?
Shatter, fireball.
Yeah. Miasma of whatever.
And then those guys got that. Anyone get above a 20? 20 or higher?
Nope.
I did 22.
Damn.
Oh.
Yep.
What is
Killed it.
Galan's initiative?
He goes on your turn. 'cause
He
he's
just
accompanying
attacks
you.
when I attack. Okay.
Who got 15 or higher?
Yeah, if you get a successful
I got a
attack, he gets
16.
one.
You got 16.
Yep.
Great. Bum.
I think we could have used these people to our benefit.
Did anybody get 10 or higher?
Nope.
She got 14.
Right.
What on earth did you roll?
7.
That's
What?
tragic.
Yeah.
Yikes. No stat boosts with your decreasing age?
Nope.
Well, decreasing age, he's still in his 80s.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
true.
He's
Yeah.
getting much more. There's a big difference between early 80s and early 90s, I've noticed.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've
Do you
got
know
a
many people in your...
Oh, yeah, I've got a grandfather in his early 80s who was setting motorcycle endurance records.
Really?
Yeah, riding across the U.S.
Respect.
He'd go from
Huh.
like California to Florida.
That's kinda
faster
wild.
than any person at his age had ever done before.
That's
Yeah,
insane.
he's in great shape. Yeah.
Holy moly.
He had a triple bypass heart surgery when he was like in his 50s or something like that because he had smoked a lot and
Yeah.
he lived, and after that he was just like, I'm just going to become an incredibly healthy, positive person, and he did.
That's wild.
Nice.
Yeah. He was a rodeo rider too for a while.
So
as in he jumps on the back of bulls and rides them.
And horses.
That is nuts.
Until one fell on him and broke some ribs, and then he retired.
that happens. Somebody asked who this lady is. Nobody in the group knows her name. The last time she showed up, she was looking for them. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, she was looking for them. They tried to cheat her. They tried to deceive her into thinking that they were on her side.
Yeah.
Combat broke out. Yeah.
Right.
So they haven't really talked to this person particularly. She seems to be affiliated in some way with Dotain, and perhaps with Uzul the Destroyer. Her hawk, who is almost certainly not a hawk, stole the tuning fork, and she was able to use that as a focus to plane shift to the underworld, to Uzul's court, to escape from them the last time they met.
I remember now.
Yes.
I need that fork back.
Oh, I've got a plan.
I have no plan.
So many plans I've got.
My character just is he only knows, he's like a guard. He really is. He doesn't think for himself.
Thank you
It's
so
cold?
much.
What, in the house? God, I'm
thank
super
you.
warm.
Galen does
Doesn't he have
have
a
a
bottle
character sheet, but it's a mini character sheet. We're using the retainer rules from Strongholds and Followers by Matt Colville. So he's like a support character. He does have his own stats, but he doesn't follow all the normal rules for a full character. I can probably post him later.
Use the thing.
Thank you.
Brindar is not going to show up because Brindar is Freya's retainer, and I don't want to god mod her character at all.
He would have gone back to protect her anyway.
Exactly. He wouldn't leave her side.
Yeah, what happened to Freya?
I think she didn't she didn't inhale the Mordain vapor,
Right.
and therefore when you were all pulled away, she was just sort of left behind.
Oh God, she's just on the top of a mountain alone with Brindar.
My plan,
that's really good.
if she was able to play today, was I was going to either ask her if she wanted to inhale the vapors, and then I had a short trippy scene set up for what that would be like, or she could have done the original plot that I was going to do last week, where you were going to go into town and shop for like magic items and stuff, and there was going to be an assassination attempt and some other stuff. It'd be a very truncated version of that. Then she'd be able to put together teleportation reagents to rejoin you. Pick up some important plot information, gather some supplies. Because you guys actually got treasure in this adventure.
Yeah.
And originally,
we did kind of, yeah.
there was a plot where you were going to be able to go spend it. But everyone got high out of their minds. Immediately.
He just wanted to get blasted
Immediately.
instead, yeah.
As soon as
That's- that was-
Tiberius was given a drug, he just instantly snorted it.
Let's get in there.
Yep.
Yeah. Nose
drugs.
first. Nose first into this
That's the
deadly
one
poisonous powder.
There's one single thing that unites the Wanderstay family, and that's a willingness to immediately do every drug that you come across.
I'm confused. Why are you
ties
eating
that
dirt?
bind.
Huh?
Why are you eating dirt?
I suddenly was compelled to eat dirt.
He gazed
believe it's important.
upon the wild heart, and he has the ability to perceive the firmament and to see the ley lines. And this is such a source of chaos and things that should not be that it slightly broke his mind. He is afflicted by short-term madness.
That
and in
happens.
this case, it took the form of a compulsion to eat something unusual. So it was like mud, slime. What's nearby? Dirt. We went with dirt. Yeah, he broke himself a little bit trying to comprehend it.
Wow. Can we get some? I don't know.
Why are you aging
Walk
backwards?
around.
Wild magic.
Through the power of editing, this will never have existed for people on YouTube.
Exactly.
Yep.
Never, ever, ever.
I was sitting here the whole time.
You look so dirty. You've just spilt stuff down yourself. He had a grey sweater on earlier on, took a drink and spilt it all down his grey sweater. And then he took off the grey sweater.
You know, your dexterity starts to fade in your advancing age
But he-
sometimes.
but he
and,
took-
and that
he-
happens, right?
He took off his sweater, took another drink, and spilt it all down that white t-shirt. That didn't go through the grey sweater. That was a separate second instance of dribbling it down himself.
Wow.
He's just a moron.
I mean, I respect that. He's like Joaquin Phoenix playing Joker, man. He's like getting into the character.
He really is.
He's
Method
really
acting.
going all out.
Incredible
And that's-
method
For the
acting.
last session, I really appreciate that. This is my instrument now. I really can't play anything. What? Why can't I do this?
Trail lady broke into a cold sweat. There he was across the cavern, a man whose name brought chills down her spine. She looked down, hoping to avoid direct eye contact. But Bendis, she stuttered. What up, virgin? Bendis boomed. Trail lady braced herself, but it was too late. Bendis's 5,000-degree fireball slammed into her, the heat melting the stone walls. She flew back in the concrete wall, chipped around her. Her shoulder was definitely broken. Later, nerd, Bendis chuckled.
Yeah, that's about right. I'm like, the Bendis hype train is coming around the bend.
Yeah, you need to drink a certain amount from the bottle before it'll actually make the
Yeah, I
noise.
just noticed that. I finally got to that threshold. That was really easy. When we play the song of the trees.
Often confused with the theme song from Thomas the Tank Engine.
Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun.
What do you think the Ode to the Trees sounded like?
Just picture the most serene rustling of leaf against leaf in the cool, crisp summer morning.
I'm imagining
The
a song a
slow
little like
creak of
Green
that.
Sleeves.
It's more like Ode to Joy.
Okay, right.
That's about it.
But
Yeah.
Ode to the Trees.
The tree. Yeah.
And
And as I studied beneath the tree in the College of Spire, I came across a revelation that I would be the greatest bard ever born.
incredible.
Since I was already born, I was already the greatest bard. It's great.
It's casters and castles, not castles and casters. It's casters and castles, not
That's
castles
right.
and casters.
Casters and
Caster
castles.
sand castles.
Caster, sand castles.
Although
Man,
that
I've been watching The Crown lately, and the accent of the royal family is just crazy.
yeah,
It's like super. Like, does anyone really talk like that?
no one talks like that.
Just them.
Yeah, I mean it's the kind of the voice of the extremely posh. It's like mega received pronunciation.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
I see.
Would you like to have breakfast? And then
Yes.
afterwards, we'll
No laws.
ride in the car.
When you have claws.
I have no issue
All of those
with
claws
that.
for you.
Yes. Quite so.
I was intending, but you can have one.
Yes.
Are there more claws
There's lots of claws downstairs.
all the claws.
I say,
lots
that's
of
a lot
claws
of white
downstairs.
claws. Oh my.
Absolutely.
I have to play like a librarian wizard that talks
That
like
can be
that
fun.
at some point. I say, would you please
so-
put back the magic tome? It's dreadfully important.
Out of character. What happens if I break the
Uh,
staff of power?
Well, you have the
Don't
item
look it up.
description available.
It'll just make it less
I'm going to
fun.
read it out.
You have a 50% chance. Well, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
So, I can use an action to break the staff over my knee.
How many charges does it have left right now?
0.
Okay.
Are you sure it wouldn't just break?
When we get back,
your
I'm
knee?
going to need you to roll a d20. On a 1, it loses all of its powers forever. Most of its powers forever.
Gotcha.
On a 20, it actually regains some charges. Unless, of course, there's some energy source nearby you can use to juice it back up.
Oh, yeah. Well, I can't think of anything like that.
Does Tiberius have the physical strength to break this over his knee? That's the question.
A question from chat. What has Dotain actually done that would make her an evil person? So, that's a good question. The main thing she did was form a pact with Uzul the Destroyer, one of the Infernals, and did some blood sacrifices and stuff. What, was her overall agenda particularly immoral? That's sort of a political question.
Right. She didn't seem that bad when I talked to her.
Yeah, I mean, her stance was understandable. Her means were just,
Yeah.
a little violent.
No, I mean,
I thought she
it
was lying to
all-
me about being a Wanderstave.
All she craved was to tear people down. She didn't really care that she wanted to put herself in power.
Right.
She just wanted the others to suffer.
She resented the River Queens and the Garden Kings of Masru and similar cities.
Yeah. It's like if you wanted to gain power somewhere, but then all you wanted to do was make sure other people didn't have power.
It's kind of like, I don't want you, but I don't want you to be happy either.
Yeah. Really, she just wanted anarchy across the world. She wanted to dissolve the hierarchies, tear down the rich, and eat them. She is, in some sense, the original comrade.
Pretty
She's
much.
the original Eat the Rich.
Yeah. Eat the rich.
OG Eat the Rich.
Everyone good?
Yeah.
Everyone back?
She lives
All
in
right.
society.
All right, so none of that happened through the power of video.
I have to take this off or it won't make sense.
Cut.
Cut.
Cut. Cut.
All right, we're back.
Great. None of that happened through the power of video editing. All right. So everyone has rolled initiative. And before we proceed with the order of combat, I need Bren to roll a d20. You expended all the charges of the Staff of Power.
4.
4. Okay. Nothing happens. On a 1, it would have lost most of its power forever. On a 20, it would have immediately regained some charges.
Huh.
Yeah. All right.
20 would have been better.
Bendis.
Yes.
The floor is yours. Don't worry too much about the specifics of the battle, Matt. Just tell me what you want. Do you want to be close? Do you want to be far? I will tell you, there's not a lot of cover in here aside from the impenetrable dome of force over the Wild Heart.
I shout across the cavern. Did you come to give my tuning fork back? I know someone who needs it really badly. She's having a wedding soon, and she needs it for that. I don't know why, but she does, and I respect that.
All right. Well, your impassioned speech melts her heart. She forsakes Uzul and takes her on the other end to discuss peaceful non-resistance with all the wildling clans of Arugula.
If I roll this dice and get a 20 right now, are you prepared to make all of that come true?
I'm prepared to make some of that come true.
It's a 5. No, not a 20.
Yeah. No. Sorry. That's not going to happen. Are you doing anything else? Are you attempting-
So they're coming through the. You know what? I'm gonna bring out my instrument and I'm gonna bardically inspire Tiberius because I think this is his moment. This is the time when he can do it. So I'm gonna just look at him and go. How do you feel?
Invigorated.
I know.
Is that just because is that what you look like you feel invigorated?
Are you flexing, Tiberius?
feel strong. Good.
Did he gain weight?
Your cheeks look a bit
Did my
fuller.
accent change when you gained weight?
What?
It happens.
You gained weight.
Yes, well, maybe. Might just be the magical energies.
All right. Are those D8 or a D6? Is that what that whole conversation
It is
was?
a D6. However, because of my bardic laurel crown thing that I have now, when anyone uses their bardic inspiration die as a reaction, I can heal them for that many wounds too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
Very good.
Yep. So when I do inspiration, it only inspires one person, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You can keep throwing that out over the course of multiple rounds.
Right. And that's a bonus action. So I guess I
That's
still have an
correct.
action.
You do.
I don't use spell slots.
I love how not rested you guys are. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
It's a,
Oh, we are
it's an
extremely not
issue.
rested.
I can literally not help.
I'm gonna. Bendis is just gonna shrug, and he's gonna pull out his crossbow, and just fire it across the cavern at her.
Okay. Roll an attack.
All right.
By the
It's,
way, your bardic dice is a D8.
a D8.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I critically missed.
Okay. You as you fire, your crossbow sort of springs out of position. You're going to need to use at least half your movement to fix it on your next turn.
All right.
All right.
Oops.
It is now time.
Bendis is such an accomplished warrior.
He really is.
He's
He's
I'm
a
not
paragon
bad
of
shot.
his time.
Yeah. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
That goes in the Wonder State family.
Yeah, this is true.
Marcus.
My go?
Yeah.
How close is the closest opponent?
At the moment, which piece are you again? You are that one. 40 feet across the room.
Okay.
And on the
that's-
other side of the giant glowing dome of doom.
All right, that's not particularly helpful.
Doom.
I am going to. I'm gonna run up to Tiberius, who's on top of the
He's
dome,
floating over the
levitating.
dome. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna touch his toes because I'm
You have to come near the dome.
yeah. But the dome is a dome of force. I
Sigma.
could walk on top of the dome, right?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
it's,
true.
It's not a
It's
It's like
frictionless.
more of like a solid kind of
yeah,
object.
it can't be climbed. If it was vertical, it's impossible to climb.
right.
So-
but it's a dome. So
Right,
I'm
so-
imagining just kind of scrambling onto it.
It's very smooth. So this is tricky but doable.
Okay, I'm gonna try and scramble up it and touch.
My toes.
Well, it's a touch spell, so yeah, I'm
Sure.
gonna touch whatever I can touch, and that happens to be your toes.
Please don't lick the dirt off of them.
What is that melody?
I'm glad I wasn't the only one with
That is a
Sigma on the
fan fiction
mind.
realm we do not need to visit.
And I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on you.
Okay.
So your AC becomes 13 plus
With your-
your
with your
dexterity
tongue.
modifier.
Very nice. Very nice.
Oh, really?
That's
Yeah.
your action.
And that is my action. And I'm going to use the rest of my movement to kind of slide back down the dome to where I was before.
All right. Very good. Oh man.
I don't lick your toes. I lick no dirt off your toes.
You can take that clip out of context pretty easily.
No.
I mean, anyone with the power of Twitch TV, anyone can clip that and make their own highlight and name it whatever they want.
No.
They can put whatever kind of context in this they want to.
Don't
and then
do
they can
that.
share it on all sorts of social media
Why
platforms.
are you doing
That's the
this,
power
Eric?
of Twitch TV.
Why?
Brought to you by Amazon, Prime, and The Mandalorian.
You should
work in
marketing.
Sponsors Baby Yoda.
Yep. All right. So, of the mooks in the hallway, they do not appear to be Humus tribal warriors like the ones that accompanied her before. They seem to be drawn from some of the northern barbarian clans, and two of them are just staring at the kraken display of transparent hallucinogenic ink floating in the air. The other two push past and fire their longbows at Faden.
Yes.
What's your armor class?
18.
Great.
Oh, what? That's really good.
That's why I'm not
great.
stealthy. I'm wearing plate mail.
You're wearing plate? What? Since when? Since always?
Yeah. That's
I
why
never
swimming
pictured
was
your
less
character in plate.
easy than it could have been.
Wow.
They fire at you. It glances off your armor, and their leader snarls, "Ignore her, not that one."
Clearly, she's wearing plate mail.
You fools!
Actually, but wait, no, because we swam in. I wouldn't be wearing it.
Swam
I'll be
when?
real.
Oh.
I'll be real.
When
I
did
probably
you
wouldn't
swim?
be wearing it.
When?
Didn't we have to go through that like tunnel?
Are you mixing it up with Doa's
thinking,
campaign?
You're thinking about the last session of my campaign that you played last week.
As she stares into
There was a cave in my campaign that you did have to swim through.
That was a dream, Faded. That was a dream.
Mitch was wearing plate mail, and that caused some problems. But that's a different campaign.
Oh, that's
It's,
true.
people. Some of these people play too much D&D. Let me tell you.
Whoops, that's a
quite
different
amazing.
character. That character's on fire.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
soon so will this one.
Oh, there you go. No plate, huh?
No plate. So I'm wearing my plate, so I'm fine.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
no problem at all. No problem at all. All right.
Turns out you're fine.
I'm a pirate in plate mail. It totally makes sense.
Briny Pete would be proud.
All right.
Briny Pete. Salty Steve.
The other ones will accompany them. He does a quick survey of the lot of them, looks at the floating wizard with his staff of might. That one!
Me? Why? Just because I shot a crossbow at you?
All right. Faden, your turn.
Thank goodness it was only pointing.
Bren, you're on deck.
Mm-hmm. I already know what I'm doing. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Going back 1 year.
Are you going back on every action?
Every round.
Every round.
Wow.
So,
It's
almost.
quite annoying. I have to go back into my details panel every time.
I mean, if you want to just write a physical
don't you
note and just
write
use
it?
Notepad or something.
That means you go back 10 years per minute.
Yeah.
Oh, my
This is a problem.
Oh, snap.
God, that is a problem.
10 years a minute.
Is he... I
We're
mean, it
gonna
hasn't
have a
happened yet.
child very shortly.
Well, we're also going to...
I'm not changing that
he's gonna
diaper.
start
I'm not.
regaining memories and power and be like god tier and then suddenly become a teenager and really crap and then
He's gonna
blink
be
out of
God
existence.
tier for like
Yep.
a solid, 3 minutes before he's just useless again.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Oh. Yep.
Faden, your turn, then Bren.
My turn.
Yep.
Okay. I am going to. I am so useless. I'm concentrating on the hallucination still, so I'm going to try and run. How far? How close to the lead lady can I get without being on her? I want to get 15 feet away.
Yeah, you can do that. Done.
Okay. So I'm gonna Faden kind of runs up, realizing she's low on spells, but looking healthier than some of the rest of the people in her party, and grabs her net with both hands and just tries to hurl it at the woman in charge.
Okay. Roll.
It's not gonna hurt her, but it would incapacitate her for at least a turn. But we'll see if I can hit. Nope, probably not. 11?
Nope. The net goes wide.
Thought so.
That was your action. Got anything else to contribute?
He's gonna break your crossbow.
Yeah, I wish I wasn't wearing plate mail. I wanted to get hit. That's it.
Okay. She has a special ability that procs if she gets hit.
Oh,
That's helpful.
That makes sense.
Okay. Tiberius, -1 year. What do you do?
This may mess things up. Just saying that.
Since when has Tiberius wanted to stave mess?
I'm going to levitate to as much. I'm going to levitate up to the maximum height that I can.
Okay.
And I'm going to unleash my barrier, my dome,
Okay.
at the same time. So the wild magic is now splurting out
All
everywhere.
manner of magic is now splurting
about us?
out.
That question has never gone through Tiberius's mind.
Apparently
what about the
not.
rest of them?
I have never
Dad,
once thought of any
why?
of my family. Once.
No.
That's true. Yep. Checks out.
On brand.
That's rough. It's real rough.
Welcome to the family.
Yeah.
How
I fit
much
right
more
in.
ridiculous is this now? What is happening? What are you placing?
He's placing little magical moats around us all.
Yep.
So, in the same turn, if I'm allowed,
You have not taken an action. All you did was
I'm going to dip my staff into this swirling pool of energy, and I'm going to channel wild magic into it.
You're going to channel wild magic into the wild
Into
magic
it?
pool of
Through
magic.
the staff of power.
If I'm going down, I'm taking you all with me.
Dad!
Damn it.
All right, then.
knew you
All
were
right,
a
then.
sodding waste of space.
Let's see what happens.
okay. Okay. The heart churns and pulses and grows even more wild than it was before. Roll an Arcana check.
Is this the story of how we helped you explode the
This is
planet?
the story of how an
18.
entire party died instantly.
18,
Oh, wait, sorry, 20, dirty 20.
20. Oh, dirty 20. Okay. Everybody roll the d10.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
7.
1.
6.
Oh.
Jinx.
Whoa.
7, 6, 1, 6.
We really are related.
Ah.
This can't be.
Maybe I'll find out I was adopted. Well, it seems like too much to hope for.
We all become babies now. Oh, no.
Oh, God, Joe,
no.
give it to us.
Okay.
I'm totally okay with dying.
It's not about dying, but you'd be surprised what you can live through.
Oh no.
Okay.
What is that a quote from again?
Aladdin.
The second Aladdin sequel, yeah.
Yes.
Return
is
of
it
Jafar.
the sequel or is it the
No, it's Return of Jafar, the sequel.
Really?
So dark.
Because genies can't kill anybody, and you're like, oh, well, I'm not afraid of you. You can't kill me. And he threatens him with some horrible torture.
Oh.
You'd be surprised what you can live through.
Yeah. Sounds right.
All right, they say that there are places in the world we were never meant to look. There are holes in the cosmos and horrors that our psyches are not equipped to contain. As every stitch of clothing that Tiberius Wanderstave wears unravels.
Oh, God!
Oh no.
But the wild magic, again, erupts into the room. The heart is not becoming more stable. It is becoming less stable. And it reverberates back and forth through this implement. More of these floating motes appear. And a bright, burning, chaotic light mercifully engulfs the completely naked old man, making it impossible to look at him for one round as he just
God.
Wow.
emanates
Well
this
then.
energy and it courses through your veins.
If he doesn't look like Sailor Moon when this light goes away, I'm going to be very disappointed.
I'm going to scream as this happens, as I dip my staff into the pool of magical energy, as my clothes unravel off of my body. I'm going to scream, everybody that everyone that I like, kind of, get out of here.
I just realized you're Morty, or Rick rather.
Yeah.
He is kind of, isn't he?
Essentially.
All right.
Are there passages behind us
Yes.
to our
Yes.
sides? You said there were 4?
Yes. The enemy is on the other side of one of them.
Right.
She stumbles through as this light coalesces all around. Says, no, one of them, just kill one of them. And she points at you. And she casts Finger of Death.
Oh, that sounds bad. That doesn't sound good.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. They only need one death.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
7.
Now, Joe, Galan has an ability called Watch Out. Does that apply just to me or to everybody?
What is the text of the ability?
It says a player character rolling a save gets advantage. If they fail, they can have Galan suffer the consequences instead.
It just says a player character.
Is
doesn't
Galen
say
gonna
me.
get down Mr. President for the Finger of Death?
Galan is incredibly gallant.
So you would get to roll again.
Roll a second
perhaps.
dice and take the better of the two.
And I'll tell you what Galan does.
13?
What does Galen do?
Saved by Twitch chat.
Galan is burning for adventure. He knows this is his time to make
no.
a difference in the party.
Oh, Galen.
Galen's gonna
Don't
die
do it.
for
Don't do it,
Vegas.
Galen.
I just wanted to go
Galen's
home
not
and tell
worth it.
tales by the fire.
She shouldn't even be out of the ocean. Don't do it.
Galen has heard the call from this
just
woman.
tried to
It said, just kill one of them. It didn't even seem like she was being specific. Galen knows that the bard is with the party who will tell his story well. And if he's going to die, this is a good time to do it. And God, how can he let a woman die and not step in and try and save her?
What a noble individual.
Galen uses his spear almost like a pole vault as he dashes towards, as the finger is pointed towards, heaves on the spear and launches his body in the way, kind of groin first.
What does he yell while he's doing this?
Groin
painful.
I mean, he's taking a pole vault. That sends your feet forwards a lot of the time.
You could have said
Did you have
feet
to?
first.
It sounded.
it's
it
not
all
the feet.
sounded very epic until you said groin first.
Thrusting through the air.
Yes.
It's like,
He's thrusting through the air. I'll save you, fish woman. And just catches the finger of death straight to his groin.
to his groin.
Yeah.
I can't think of a different way for Twitch chat to give its life to save a member of the party. Like this is how it. Of course, this is how it happened.
Well,
Groin first into the breach.
if that had hit you,
Galen!
it would have inflicted 7d8 plus 30 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, you would have died.
I'd have
Yeah,
been
it's
instantly
death.
dead.
Instead,
What does it do to Galen's groin?
it rips his soul from his body and he dies instantaneously, flumping on the ground.
Galen, why?
Not him! She reaches into her coat. She pulls out a toy wooden horse.
What?
Something you played with a long, long time ago, but it was never painted this way.
That
All
one from the
black with a red mane.
dream.
And she says, Taguron, and throws it. And it leaps forward, growing in a flurry of smolders and unleashing a horrific scream as the nightmare manifests from the prison stolen from the basement of Tiberius Wanderstave during the attack.
What?
Galen!
You let me play with a toy nightmare.
Now's not the time. But yes. Yes, I did. And I may have made some mistakes in life, but I'm telling you now, run. Get out of the cave.
This is just coming from a pulsing light.
Yes.
Almost as if a god is speaking to me, but I know it is a naked, wrinkly old
Is there a
prude.
silhouette involved?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's comforting.
She also looses her hawk and just says, just drop one of them. And the hawk flies towards you. It is going to attempt to bite you. I got an 8.
Oh.
It,
Well, hawks aren't known for their biting, I guess.
yeah. Screeches towards you, its eyes burning with infernal fire. And you,
I hold up my shield and bat it away. You stole my toy, you little shit.
bottom of the round. More wild motes of power emanates from the wildly spinning heart.
I feel like we need to do something about that.
You don't say.
Yeah, I tried. I mean, my slam poetry was working until someone decided to break their bubble of force
So I am going to have
and get naked.
the two of you roll d10s.
4.
6.
Okay. A burning mote of fire comes spiraling out towards you.
Shit. I'm gonna try and hunker down behind my shield.
Okay. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
It is a 14.
14. Great. You take half damage. You take 4 points of fire damage.
Oh, it's not so bad.
Faden, what did you roll?
A 6.
A 6. Oh.
Why don't I like that face?
As you see Galen just get annihilated by this necrotic magic, suddenly you are surrounded by a peaceful, reaffirming embrace. You find yourself floating in a sphere of water.
That would have been terrible for anyone else.
Yeah,
You
actually.
lovely.
And it sticks to you. So like you're actually swimming and it's just following you around. Super convenient.
I'm playing blitzball now.
Yeah, but there's more and more of these things, and he's just. Bendis, it's your turn. Apocalypse Man is apocalypsing.
Well, I shed a single tear for the gallon to gallon, and charging groin first into danger, and then let's see. Do I see the tuning fork? I heard it. Do I see it anywhere?
You believe it is on her person.
Okay, I'm deciding right now. Bendis is conflicted right now because he feels a strong compulsion to seek out the tuning fork.
Yes.
To get it for his friend, but he also feels a strong compulsion to try to solve this issue and repair the wild magic and all that kind of stuff. And where it's certainly become more threatening and more out of control in recent moments, his attention is brought back towards the wild magic. And I'm going to attempt to perform to calm the magic again.
Okay.
So I will try. Well, first, as a free action, I will bardically inspire Marcus.
You gain a D8. You can add to a roll of your choice.
Yep.
You're a
And,
Valor Bard, right?
Valor Bard, that's right.
Great.
Yeah.
So that includes damage rolls.
Okay.
And then I will attempt to just perform to try to quell the magic. So I'm going to this time bring out my famed instrument and play for it the same ode to the trees that seems
right.
so well to work in another nature sense.
Okay, you're playing the ode to the trees.
Right, that's
Alrighty.
right. And I rolled a 21.
Okay. This song seems to resonate with some of the more stable pools that are floating about. These areas that they almost seem empty for a moment with just this vague green flicker to them. You feel very tied in to the world, to the ground beneath your feet, the air that you're breathing, just everything around you, here, this place. And while you don't seem to have successfully calmed the overall magic, you've gained some degree of influence over a number of motes of mortal world magic.
Okay.
Is there anything you would like to do with them?
Is there a way I can try to speak through them to my tree friends from outside and invite some of them in to join the battle on our side?
Sure.
All right, I'll do that. I'll be like, tree friends, I need you.
All right. Okay.
And Whisperer. That's right.
What in the Lord's name is going on?
Okay, that's cool. We'll have that kick
When
in
Bendis
at the
saved
bottom
us
of the
with
round.
trees.
Great.
Actually, you know what?
Sounds
No,
good.
we'll have that kick in immediately.
Oh, even better.
It manifests itself as an entangle spell.
Oh, nice.
As the roots of the trees reach through the rock
Send me your roots.
to grasp at... Send roots. To grasp at your foes.
Find the tuning fork on the big lady. I tell them specifically to try to find the tuning fork on the big lady, too.
Okay.
I don't know if she's that big. I know
They
she's
start
important lady.
bursting through towards your foes who are slowed, but they make their saves and are not restrained.
Oh, okay.
But, still, they're not able to pursue you as well. And if she fails her save, they will nick the tuning fork.
Cool.
Great. Marcus. Your grandfather is going Super Saiyan.
Screaming at everyone, by the way, to leave.
How far away am I from the lady, the main lady?
Well, there's a lot of glowing magical doom in between the two of you.
I'm not planning to move towards her. I just want to know where are we within 15 feet?
No.
Okay. Is there anybody within 15 feet that looks aggressively towards me?
No. If you used your movement, you probably... Again, I will emphasize, you can see all of this playing out and all these different strands and all these different wild, torn-off pieces floating around in a way that nobody else in this room can. You could try to move through them, something along those lines to get closer.
Okay. I'm going to try and see into the ley lines to see whether there's a link between the current wild shit that he's doing and the wild magic motes that are kind of flickering around, and because I've just seen him Bendis attuned to the nature
mortal
ones as
realms.
well, the mortal ones.
Yes.
I'm going to try and see if there's a way in which I can get this thing to act for us.
Which thing?
The motes of wild magic.
Okay.
To see if I can try and control them or move them or have some influence over them.
Okay. So not the of the different. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You can reach out. They're. It's almost like trying to hold Jello between your fingers, but you're able to sort of in your mind pool it and cup it, and you can sort of manipulate it. If it's not totally even, what do you want to do with it?
I'm going to try and gather as many as I can, and not even worrying too much if it's wild or if it's anything. I'm just going to kind of sputter it at them.
Okay.
Just going for direct physical contact between the motes and the beings.
You're just going to
because
hurl it at
I
them.
know that when it interacted with my disc, it did weird shit to it, and so I'm just planning to do weird shit to them.
Great.
This is strange, unknown stuff inside my brain. Last time I tried to comprehend it too much, it cracked me. So I'm just going to try and yeet it at my enemies.
Okay. So without there's this sort of spiraling outwards, and you're just going to say, hey, how about you just spiral that way?
Yeah, I'm going to try and almost as if it's like a gravitic orbit, try and fling it just a little further out towards them
Okay.
so that it impacts them.
All right. There's a group of 3, and then there's her and the nightmare. You can target one of
I
those.
definitely target her in the nightmare if
Great.
possible.
You just immediately force it outwards. Roll 1d4.
One.
1. Only one of them will get hit with a single mote. Who do you want to hit?
The nightmare.
Great. Roll a d10.
9.
9.
Jeez.
Okay. You seize something that feels very much like the absolute ass blasting your grandfather received earlier, the Wrath of Vindor, a link to the Sky Kingdom, and hurl it towards this hell beast. Roll a d6.
I have a bardic inspiration. What happens if I add a D8 to a D6 roll?
There's only 6 possible results. This is a table.
Oh, it's a
You're rolling.
table,
Yeah.
and well, if I get 1.
1?
Who knows what that's going to be? It might not even be bad. 1. Let's go.
It might not even be bad.
The
It might just be
freezing
fine.
winds of the north wrap around the flaming creature.
Oh,
And
that's
it
good.
shrieks as the fire of its mane flickers and these glacial winds just howl and wrap around it, buffeting it in every direction and freezing it. It takes a bunch of damage.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it takes a bunch of damage. And its fire powers are weakened.
Okay.
Well done.
Oh.
I'm going to start backing off towards the nearest exit as well.
You're right by it.
Okay, I'm going to just into the point at which the tunnel begins. I don't want to back off into the tunnel, but I want to stand in the doorway of the tunnel so that I can
Okay.
run away if anything looks like it's about to explode.
Okay. The 3... Let's see, where the fuck... All right. Weaving their way around all the glowing maelstrom of power, 3 of them attempt to reach Faden, the only one who they can easily access. One of them is unable to avoid the maelstrom. Faden, roll a d10.
Is my hallucination no longer an effect over those 2?
Oh, there's like 3 dudes still
I
in
was
the
just
tunnel.
curious
Yeah,
if
no,
it's still
you locked
in-
those guys down.
Okay, so a D10 you said?
A d10. One of them collided with a moat.
6.
6. Water. As he reaches out towards you, it just...
I am being in a bubble myself. I'm just like, oh, bye.
All right. So, yeah, you are in a bubble, so they're just going to run past you and your bubble of weirdness, leaving their comrades to flail. And they close in on Bendis Rambletune.
Wander save, please.
Yeah,
Are you by the exit?
No, I'm. Well, yes.
You're all
kind
sort of clustered by the exit-ish.
Yeah.
With the exception of me.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're the one naked.
they're all
above the
naked
edge.
the
Naked right
exit.
now, incandescent above a giant death wall.
Yes.
Of
We're gonna
magic.
do some fun shit on your turn. All right. The two who managed to get past, the two of you are side by side by this entrance. By this exit. They both tried to strike you.
All right.
First
I have
off-
a huge AC of 15.
Well, a 5 is not going to hit that.
Yeah.
The lesser of the two is a little bit distracted and confused by all this magic, so he's going to swing at you. But then his commander will attack once, striking you with his spear. You take 7 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
And he says, "You idiot! Just drop him!" And his minion attacks again. 22 to hit. You take an additional...
I have protection as a reaction. Mm-hmm. When I'm wielding a shield and a creature attacks another target that I can see within 5 feet of me, I can impose disadvantage on the attack roll.
4. Oh. The mace comes swinging towards you, and then he lashes out with his shield, and it clangs against the metal.
So I take the first damage,
But not the second damage, correct.
I'm at 18 right now. I'm getting a little bit low.
Bro,
I never had full health this game.
No, neither did I. At one point, I was on 1 HP.
I know.
Okay, Phaedon,
I got poked.
Tiberius, and the lady who has a name, and it's probably never going to come up, and that's okay. Phaedon, it's your turn.
So how close am I to... Who's the closest to me? There's a guy floating away in a bubble, and then there's some people behind me attacking Bendis,
They
right?
just rushed right past you.
Okay. So, I mean, like, I'm in a bubble, but you said I can kind of move my bubble.
Yeah.
Again, I have been screaming. Get out of the cave. Please.
It's powering up.
Screaming.
Am I, like, because my bubble's floating. Can I swim, like, up with my bubble?
Yes.
Okay.
You can move with your swim.
Dimensions.
I'm going to start, like,
Do the jack
swimming
shot.
up a little bit. And then, like, throw my trident straight down with both hands at one of the guys below. Do I want to throw that? I mean, like, I wish I could do something else, but yeah.
Look, I'm just saying, when this is a TPK, I'm not going to hold it against you. Go on. You can have advantage if you're attacking from above.
You're telling us to run? Is there like, wait, is there
I'm
like
not. I'm not telling you to do anything. The
He's
glowing
telling me
naked
to
man
run.
is telling you to run.
I am screaming.
glowing naked man is telling me to run.
Get to the exits. Leave the cave.
There's no guarantee you're all going to die.
Is there a skylight?
There is not.
It's a cave.
I just was worth a shot.
They had a
Sometimes
lovely
there's a hole
skylight
in the
installed, though.
cave. All right, I'm gonna try and swim up over the heads of the people, and can I like grab Bendis on my way out? Gonna try and drag him with me.
If you do, he will be underwater.
That's okay. I
That
can
seems
hold
fine.
my breath.
Okay, roll an athletics check.
I'm good.
I'm not very athletic. Oh wait, yes I am.
I am.
16.
16. Yeah. This hand reaches out of this bubble of water, just grabs you. I know. And drags you into this sphere.
And then I guess I'm gonna try and like, you know, run
What's your move speed?
down the hall 30 feet.
Is that your swim speed?
That's my walking speed. I don't know what my swimming
Okay, it's your swim
is.
speed too. All right, you start swimming out, leaving only Marcus and Tiberius in the cave.
I
Tiberius,
left
Where are
Marcus.
you?
That's okay.
In the
Wasn't
doorway of the exit.
That's sort of against. my
I'm
theory.
going to need you to do 2 things before you take your turn.
Sure.
First off, minus
all
1
right.
year.
As long as Bendis
yep.
lives, it's the most important thing.
Second,
Bendis is her.
I have like a system here where I'm tracking the instability of the heart.
Okay.
And there was a method by which you could reduce that instability. And if you got that down to 0, it would be healed and everything would be great. You just stabbed it with a legendary magic item and pumped it full of wild magic. So
You did the absolute opposite. Oh no!
here's what I am going to need you to do.
Blow it up.
I need you to roll a d6. for how much more unstable it becomes immediately.
Oh my god, you rolled a 6.
Yes.
So the maximum is 10.
Okay.
It was at 5.
All right. Hey, we're in the hallway. We're okay.
Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe. We're insulated by a bubble of water, though.
You have
We're okay.
ended the world.
I can breathe water.
This is your last round on this earth.
Whoa, what's this?
What is this?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well,
What on earth am I looking at here?
I am a Super Saiyan. I am a level 20 sorcerer.
Oh, yeah, nice.
I have become empowered beyond mortals' imaginations, beyond what anyone could imagine.
Beyond the need of clothing.
Beyond the need of clothing, my hair glowing as I
glad
am
we're in the
levitating
hallway.
a nude sorcerer,
The body
power
of
wielding
God.
that is beyond even deities imagining.
Sawarudo.
And you're about to explode.
How old
a
are you right now,
lot.
nude sorcerer?
And what are you planning to do here? Well, if you can't help us and you literally have the power of a deity, then nobody can.
Can you plane shift the entire cave to a different dimension?
Can you save your own
I
life?
had a plan for what I was intending to do. And I
Okay.
think in terms of role playing, this helps.
Okay.
This definitely helps.
We trust
But-
you.
Is it worthy of your last round on Earth?
In one moment.
I mean, it may not be your last round on Earth, but it probably is your last. Or it's this Earth's last round. It's one of those.
I unleash my concentration of levitate.
Okay.
And I shout, "No one emotionally or physically traumatizes my family but Tiberius fucking Wonderstave." And as I fall to the ground, I grab the Staff of Power, crack it over my knee as I'm falling into the void, and I cast Gate all at the same time to project it to the ether.
Okay.
So, what does
Send it
Gate
to Uzul's
do?
realm.
I have no idea. It was on the sheet and I can't pull it up.
Gate?
Gate opens a portal to
Say.
anywhere.
So, where do you want it to open a portal to?
The void.
The void.
The void.
You don't want it to. What is the void?
Now my idea is,
You don't want to blow up the underworld and defeat Uzul. You don't want to put it in Dreamworld where you would be able to possibly manipulate it. You're just going to put it in the void.
it's dangerous stuff. Marcus is the first thing that came to my mind. Okay. And now I'm hoping that the staff pushes my loved ones back, but I don't know what's going to occur here. I'm putting it into the void. My mind, it thinks of one thing and one thing only, emptiness. And I want to just take this dimension, this swirling magical force, and I just want to just send it along with whatever happens to me. I don't care.
Okay, roll. You got a coin?
So there's one thing about the spell you may want to know. That when you cast a spell, you can speak the name of a specific creature. If that creature is on a plane other than the one you're on, the portal opens in the named creature's immediate vicinity and draws the creature through it to the nearest unoccupied space on your side of the portal. Just saying. You can choose to use that knowledge or not.
In that case, I don't know if you'll let me get away with this.
You've got your original plan, too.
I don't know if you'll... All right, well, quick little retcon here as we circle it back.
You have
Again,
perfect understanding of the magic, so that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm falling through the air. I have cracked open the Staff of Power over my knee. Sorry, Artelain. And instead of thinking of the void, and after saying no one fucks with, Tiberius fucking Wondersave's family other than Tiberius Wondersave, I am going to cast Gate And I don't know if this will work, but I'm going to say Artelain.
Oh,
And
goodness
what does that
gracious.
do?
It immediately pulls him through the gate to your side in the nearest unoccupied space.
So you've just fragged a dragon for no
just-
reason.
Dude,
Brought
Well, no, he brought the dragon to
you
where
just
everything is
brought
detonating right
us
now.
an
Wait.
enemy dragon.
oh, well, I fucked up.
Well,
Well,
you-
I mean, listen, we've already done... Nah, we'll just run with it. Just run with it, bro. I have thoroughly messed this up.
So Artelain gets to experience this as well.
Just run with it.
Wait, whoa. So what? You've just materialized a Artelain the dragon and then fragged him.
You opened a gate to the Silent City and unleashed a chaos nuke.
Sure.
Boom! Boom goes the dynamite.
What even fucking happens now?
Sure.
Okay,
You tell us,
roll,
DM.
Roll percentile dice. Roll percentile dice.
We're down the hallway about 30 feet at this point, right?
You have a
This is the big one.
50% chance to go to another plane of existence.
74.
You do not go to another plane of existence. I'm just alive. Okay. This
You
is
look
one
like
of
your
those.
head exploded.
We've beaten the DM. We've done
This
it.
is one of those moments where the staff cracks over your knee with this chime, and it's slow motion. As from the break, this miniature sun slowly starts to grow, and it merges with the heart of chaos and just widens into this opening. And through this opening, you see the Silent City and its 7 gates. And the great dragon of Artelain emerges from his place. And then you take 320 points of damage.
What?
I am unconscious.
How many hit points do you have?
120.
You are dead.
You are dead. You're
I
just
am
straight.
You are immediately dead. Just
Wow.
instantaneously vaporized.
How was it being a level 20 sorcerer for wizard for
6 seconds.
one round?
Well, I know.
Immediately.
Hey, you know, you live and you learn.
Or the opposite,
Or
really.
you die and
Or you summon a dragon on top of yourself immediately and die.
Jesus Christ.
no one fucks with my family but me, so let me fuck with them in the most extreme way possible.
Okay,
Hopefully my family
that's a way to
survived.
go.
Hopefully your family survived. You unleashed a
memorable.
nuke
Yeah,
in a cave.
We might be dead too.
No, I tried to move the
And
nuke
brought
to
a
Artelain.
dragon to us.
No, you didn't move the nuke to a Artelain. You moved a Artelain to the nuke.
Well, I'll let this be up to the discretion of...
Okay,
Oh,
so
damn.
your goal when you cast the gate was to basically fall through it. That's the reason you're trying to use this gate and to put all these problems through the gate,
Yes. Including myself to some degree.
including yourself.
Okay.
Okay. All right. All right. Given that that was your intention, you do not have to roll a saving throw versus taking 160 points of damage.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Oh, how kind. Thank you.
You were about to. That's why I was like, I have to let this ride. But the goal was to use the gate to make all of this go somewhere else. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Understandable.
Now comes the question of what happens when you use 9th level magic on an incredibly unstable wild magic focal point. So I need all of you to roll d10.
Well,
1.
5.
9.
5.
1, 5, 9, 5.
Bren and Doa roll the same number in an inordinate amount.
They're
It's
related.
a family connection,
in
you know?
sync.
Yeah.
I'm sure our characters would have done the same thing.
If I wasn't 30 feet down the hallway in a bubble of water.
Yep.
Caster suffers delusions about the efficacy of the free market. But
The caster becomes a communist.
but
the most powerful communist to ever live in these realms.
In your final moments, you were like, I got it all wrong.
That's right.
Fuck Jeff Bezos.
Okay.
Down with the bourgeoisie.
From the outside, you hear him yell this, glowing, and then just fall. And all the motes of power just fall. And
Power to the people.
this eruption of light goes off. This just burst. And all right, who else was close? These mooks were close. She was not quite close enough to be caught in that, and neither was the nightmare.
Wow.
But all of her minions are just dragged and vaporized instantaneously.
Okay.
She is not. The nightmare is not. The heart of chaos is just gone. And the ley lines are sort of floating loosely, you can see, in the space where this was. It's a dead magic zone right in the middle where the heart of chaos was.
Oh,
That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
you put the dragon in here.
That's how that would have worked.
Yep.
That is how that would have worked.
Why the fuck did you bring us a dragon?
First off, he takes 160 points of damage.
Okay, that's not bad. Oh my god.
Yeah, but if he takes that 160 points, he's still alive. How many more points do we have?
I have 4 health. So I have 14 health. I am not doing anything. I am not gonna be doing anything here.
Hold on. I didn't have his stats ready. You know, just
Because why would you?
Why?
You know, at risk of sounding like that guy, this was what my character would have done.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine.
No, it's true.
I can't
Totally
disagree.
true.
What, blown up the world?
He would have
Well,
tried
you
to
know.
valiantly sacrifice himself by dragging the problem away.
Wasn't
and
he quite
moving it
selfish?
underneath something? At his heart, he just wanted his children to just survive.
Okay.
So
he gave us a dragon.
He never wanted kids, but there was only some thoughts
You've
that went
always wanted
through
a
his
dog.
head. And it was that he wanted his lineage to continue, and he wanted to solve this fucking problem.
You might have blown up his whole lineage. No, let's be real. There's more of us.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's true.
This is probably a small fraction of the actual wander saves in the
Makes
world.
no
you know.
difference if we all die.
all right. A Artelain emerges, roaring as primal energy just arcs across him, and the portal winks out of existence. This gargantuan dragon filling the cavern. Dotain's last faithful minion stares up at him in horror. Everybody over there. Oh, by the way, the moat of water that's surrounding you, gone when the wild heart vanishes.
Cool.
You fall to
What
the
about
ground.
my hypnotic pattern? Is the dragon in trance?
What an
wow, we just had a-
question.
We just had a bunch of subs gifted too. Does that unlock a? Does that
is
unleash
that?
another act of God?
What have you just rolled?
Lord knows. I died.
A saving throw, and the answer is no.
Well, it was
Worth a
worth a
shot.
try.
Where the shot?
Okay. Fuck me.
In the meantime, I'm a Shaggy with five sub gifts. Thank you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
I appreciate that.
Things can't get any worse.
Okay.
It really
Everybody
can't.
roll a wisdom saving throw against fear. Everyone who has a character that exists.
Everyone who's alive.
Yes.
I just crit failed.
I think
What
there's
wisdom you
something about
say?
me and wisdom saving throws,
Oh,
but I don't
8?
remember what it is.
An 8 does not save against a Artelain's aura of fear.
Oh, the dragon suffers delusions about the efficacy of the free market.
Why have I been
Suggestion
hoarding
from Twitch chat,
gold?
That's right.
15.
A 15 does not save.
I crit failed.
Okay.
We're all very afraid. If we weren't already.
You will live in fear for the rest of your life.
It may be a very short life.
Artelain stretches his neck, looks at himself. I'm free.
One final gift.
Uh-oh.
One friend to another.
Oops.
I'm free.
Oopsie.
And the whole thing just collapses. He turns and he looks back at you, the three of you. And he just devours her.
He
Nice.
Eats her.
And Nightmare.
Oh,
Yeah.
There was a tuning fork in her. She had on her person. It's probably in you now. You know what? Never mind. It's fine. I know someone who wants it. They'll probably be okay with the delayed delivery.
This world has so much to offer. One last gift to the Wanderstave bloodline.
Oh, thank you.
Run.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody, for enjoying Castles and Castles One Last Ride.
You're dead.
I am dead.
That was...
But that's okay. Tiberius went out how he wanted to.
That's right.
In
It
a
was
nuke.
It was.
Yeah, Phaedon would
It
have
was an
grabbed
epic
each of
end.
you and just been like, "Yep, let's go."
None
was
of
a
that
great,
happened
yeah,
in
it
a
was-
reasonable manner.
Bendis was able to
There was a
construct the most
much-
epic saga ever, escaping valiantly from the dragon after Tiberius Wandersave detonated. And it was a great end.
All right, we had some donations at the very end. So for our lore-destroying epilogue,
Okay.
we're gonna roll one last act of God.
Okay.
Just to natural 20.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, the laughing God.
Oh, uh-oh.
You must find this very funny.
Well,
This is
It's
hilarious.
pretty hilarious.
This was hilarias. All right.
he's like, what the?
Joe looks like he wants to throw everything at you.
Sorry about your lore, man.
It's fine. It's fine. It just means our next campaign is going to be about the after effects of wiping out the last remnants of the world before. It was a cosmic
Next
keystone.
one's not my fault.
This is like the bad ending in an RPG. Basically,
really
It's like
is, yeah.
The world ends.
Like, we're just going to have every single campaign is like, all right, so after they blew up, the foundations of the planet last time, this bad thing happened.
This group's
This-
gonna save them.
this
So
was
they
the-
went to
Yep.
fix it, and they blew up the foundations of the world in the process. So then this other party comes along. All right, so the Laughing God, Fortune's Father, Lady Luck, all three of you survivors, roll a d6 each.
6.
3.
6. Okay. Well, Fortune smiles on you.
Not us.
Does it?
Not us.
Yes. You flee just in an absolute panic from Dotain's Artelain's rock,
Yeah.
where the great dragon of the world before is now loosed to do his bidding and try to eat this one like the last one. You flee in terror, and what would you do after you flee? Like, what would your quick hit reaction be after you flee from this?
I have no purpose. I would roam the lands.
Okay.
Come with me.
No, I seek solitude. I have no purpose anymore. I live life as a hermit.
Okay.
Seeking just to never, ever, 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 ever have to do anything like that ever again.
Boring.
It's
All right.
pure self-preservation.
You find as you flee that the forest outside is already moldering with the source of the wild magic gone, and he evades despite all your best efforts. He seems supernaturally lucky and able to just escape. And as you wander up into the Bulwark Mountains near the Connaught Vale where the Huldra live, you find a crevasse where wild goats come to feed, and there's edible food and clean water and
It's peace on earth.
peace and solitude. And for 7 years, you're able to live undisturbed.
Only 7?
Yes.
7's not that long. That's not a lifetime.
It's not. But at the end of that time, on a beautiful morning, you hear music of a lyre over the hill as a visitor comes for the first time in many years. But that's a story for another day. What would Bendis Rambletoon do after this?
Bendis would go back to Elmspire and share along the way through his travels across the land. He would talk to many plants and tell them to spread the story and the tune of Serenity. But he would arrive back in Elmspire with his saga completed. No details left out. Most details expounding on his own personal virtues and how he basically helped a lot and did amazing things, and in the end, valiantly, just barely escaped the dragon that was brought through.
Not to say that this has to be the end of his adventures.
Oh, of
but
course not,
That's the next thing that he would do.
He's going, he comes back feeling quite triumphant with his saga intact, ready to play to the next party and restart his life of partying, only now, hopefully, as a more respected world-traveled bard.
Great. And what would Faden do immediately after this incredibly traumatizing experience?
She would return home for a while under the sea, I think, to tell the true story of Tiberius Wanderstave.
Wow.
With like a kinder ending than she might have, because he died for them all, but still kind of a little more true. And she may or may not have legally changed her last name to be just Valensath when she got home. But she made Wanderstave her middle name instead of getting rid of it completely. It's just not part of her last name anymore.
It's lovely.
All right.
Yeah.
And she would also have warned her people to maybe double check that whole Kraken thing. And then never have had a family ever, because they'll only ever hurt you and disappoint you. And she'd only ever end up leaving them the way that her father left her. So she definitely can never have a family, because she had a family, she was pretty sure. And she's pretty sure her husband was pregnant. She doesn't really remember how that worked. She definitely left. She's definitely as bad as her own dad. She's definitely never having kids.
Yeah. Well,